What is going on? I haven't even said hello yet. I haven't even said Milky Pork and Dapper Cogsworth coming in with the gifted subs. Oh, dear Lord. I'm not ready for this. Hold on. They're just cleaning each other. Calm yourself. They are just cleaning each other. Good Lord. Milky Pork gifting a sub out to Rowan Rose, Dapper Cogsworth, Darkly Divine Darling, and then Dapper Cogsworth paying on that sub to Phoenix to the Fence. You beautiful beings. I shall inscribe all of your names upon the mirror. Vayne. Cogsworth. And Darkly Divine Darling. And then Dapper Cogsworth giving one to Phoenix of the Fens. So yeah, we're kicking things off. It's tomorrow that's the party, friends. Tomorrow is the party. Not today. Not today. Tomorrow. By having your names upon the mirror evading me to get access to my personal Snapchat, not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devils, and of course you get access to all the sexy early emotes, but the most important thing is you'll roll over every morning, look in the mirror, and go, God, I look rough.
Panda to it, panda to it.
Why did the chicken cross the road? BAW house.
Because. Ha 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 ha. Damn it, Stupedia. God damn it, Stupedia. But the most important thing is you'll roll over every morning, look in the mirror and go, God, do I look rough? But God damn, do I make rough look good? Ooh, sexy, oh yes, meow, you know? You know, you cheeky devils, that's very kind of you, beautiful beings, but tomorrow is the party, all right? Tomorrow. There's no need to do this shenanigans now. Tomorrow is the party, okay? We can calm it down. We can relax. We can zen ourselves. Yeah, yes, friends.
Subscribed. Most kind.
Dapper Cogsworth, I love the way you waited for me to put it down. You waited for me to put the mirror down before gifting it a beautiful sub to the community. You kind individual. Good Lord. Confound thee. Confound thee. Oh, thank you very much for giving us up to that community there. I have not seen them say anything in chat, so I won't call them out. By having their name upon the mirror of any means to get access to my personal Snapchat, not a bum Snapchat. And of course, you get access to all the sexy early emotes, but the most important thing is you'll roll over every morning, look in the mirror and go, God, do I look rough? But goddamn, do I make rough look good? Ooh, sexy, oh yes, yeah, you know? You know, you cheeky devils. Oh my lordy. What do you like? What do you like? It's too bloody warm again today. I've got full face of makeup on for the first time in a good while, friends, because I went out and got my foundation, replenished my foundation, and Jesus Christ, am I feeling the difference, you know? Milky Pork, how you doing? How's it going? Roan Rose, Dapper Cogsworth, you exquisite individual. Hello, you cheeky little devils. Phoenix of the Fence, hello, you beautiful individual. Hope all is grand. Weather has turned cooler. It's definitely a little bit cooler. Do you know what? It's warmer now than it has been all day. It's warmer now than it has been all day. Just Mike, how you doing, you beautiful? You luck away. You luck away. No issues at all. I'm sure the warm weather will resume in no time. Keeps fingers crossed. I would like the warm weather to ease off a little bit so that I can refill the pond. That's what I would like. Because we've got a hose pipe ban at the moment, which means that if I want to fill the pond, I got to do it via buckets. And I would rather not do that because it's a very big pond. It's a very big pond. So I would rather not do that if there's the possibility to avoid it. Do you know what I mean? Yes, friends, today is your last chance to get your dares in. Oh my God, you've already got 5 in already. Today's your last chance to get your dares in before tomorrow's party stream. The big old party stream tomorrow. It's going to be... So I'm not going to be streaming during the day. No stream on the 1 p.m. BST. Instead, we're going to be streaming from 7 p.m. BST, where we're going to be doing the proper party stream. It's going to get messy. It's going to get preposterous. It's going to get ridiculous. All of you who have been to one of our party streams before know exactly what's going on. You know what's coming, you cheeky devils. You know what's happening, you know? You good? Thank you for the gifted sub. You are very kind. Thank you very much for thanking them, Dapper Cogsworth, and thank you very much for paying it on as well, you beautiful bean. Do a dramatic reading of a paragraph from a random book nearby. Oh, God, there's an awful lot of sex books nearby in my little studio, so that makes sense. That makes sense, you know. Make up a song and dedicate it to chat. Oh, lordy. Okay. Oh, hello. No, you darkly blind, darling. Oh, well, there you go. There you go. You were going to be in just after the ads, and Milky Pot gifted that sub to you. What a very kind individual they are. Play a game with a controller the wrong way. Oh my god. Okay. We can do this. This is a thing that we can do. This is stuff that we can do, right? There we go. It's all right. Fuck you. No, I won't. Look. I frequently fuck myself. It's great, you know? Stupedia, thank you very much for 200 little panderings to the tentacles. Tentacles. I believe that some of my own voice clips from Twitch clips that you people have taken are now on the Blurp site. They should be. I've put them out there. I've put a few out there to kind of test the water. But I'm feeling like this is going to be a good way of gauging whether... Well, first of all, it'll be a good way for you beautiful people to take more clips. Second of all, it'll be a good way to use those clips to make voice notes and stuff like that, you know? And put them out there. Kind of like Selena does. I got inspired by Selena, you know? Phoenix Events, thank you very much for thanking Dabber Cogsworth. No pants, how scandalous. Look, sometimes pants are overrated. Speak to One True Cripple, all right? Speak of the devil, One True Cripple. There's always need for shenanigans. Do you know what? I can't deny that. I can't deny that. Can't be denied. That can't be denied. TTS ruined that. TTS ruins them all. That's part of the entertainment factor for me. Is the fact that TTS ruins your dad jokes, you know? And now they won't need to worry about ads tomorrow. You are very kind. You are a very, very kind individual, Milky Pox. Thank you so much, you beautiful being. Giles, hello, you cheeky devil. How's it going? Praise every hype train for a week of streams. Oh, wow. Wow. You people are out to punish me today, aren't you? Out to punish me this year. It's my birthday next week, so I'm sharing the love. About to put your penis inside somebody and goes, I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy hole. Diggy hole. Thank you very much, Stupedia, for being the first person to play one of my my Twitch clips on Oh, amazing. That's amazing. Thank you, Stupedia, for trying that out. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that, you beautiful beam. Diggy hole. The best thing is they give it 6 months when everyone's forgotten. Somebody's going to remember and just put that in there. And I'll be like, what the fuck is this? Oh my God. You know? Oh my God. It's your birthday next week, so I'm sharing the love while I'm sober. I appreciate that, David Cogsworth. I appreciate that. I went to my parents earlier. In fact, you can see my little birthday cards from my nephews over here. And there's one there from my parents. They asked me what I wanted this year. And I'm trying to scale down in the amount of shite I own. So I didn't want physical things. So instead, they've all put money towards... My family have put money towards me getting a tattoo. So I've got tattoo vouchers. So I need to book that in at some point over the next couple of weeks, which I'm very excited about because I've been craving a tattoo. I've been craving a new tattoo, which will be very exciting. Very, very exciting. I don't know what I'm going to get yet, but I'm craving a new tattoo. However, Alex, how you doing? How's it going, you beautiful bean? However, I have got a funny story to tell about that. Remind me once I catch up with chat a little bit. Remind me about that. I need to tell you about the what happened when my darling mother gave me the present of tattoo money, because that was a choice. I somehow managed to sleep for 21 hours and have woken up still tired. Do not understand my body. Rowan Rose, that is because of sleep cycles, friend. Prepare yourself for some Valen knowledge, all right? I did a study on sleep. Many moons ago. And your body goes through different sleep cycles. It starts with an energy boost sleep cycle, like a fast charge on your phone. Do you know what I mean? Where your body goes, right, okay, for these next 4 hours, we're going to give them as much energy as we possibly can, but they're going to crash nice and quickly, all right? So if you sleep it's usually between 1 and 4 hours, but obviously different people, different bodies and shit. They wake up after a nap and they're like, I'm re-energized. Let's fucking go. Which is the reason why a lot of people who nap feel like re-energized after the nap. Do you know what I mean? But after that cycle comes the REM cycle, the deep cycle, the rapid eye movement cycle, where you sink into a deep sleep. where your body goes, okay, cool. They're not going to be waking up too early. So we'll give them like a proper recharge, like a hard reset. Do you know what I mean? A hard reset will just fucking let's go, build them up from the ground up again, give them all that energy that they're going to be needing over the next 24 hours as opposed to over the next 5. Do you know what I mean? All grand and dandy. After that, you get to like the final stage, which is kind of like the recuperation stage, where your body goes, cool, I am fully recharged now. Now to just sit at standby for the next couple of hours. Just sit at standby for the next couple of hours. As long as I wake up in those next couple of hours, I am fucking grand. Good to go. No issues at all. If you sleep longer than that standby cycle, that last standby cycle, then your body goes, cool, we're obviously not waking up now, so I'm going to use the energy I've already just built up in order to keep the body sleeping. Keep the body cycling through all of its things, the breathing, the bits and pieces, the fucking twitches and all that shit. Which is the reason why if you oversleep, you are much more likely to wake up feeling exhausted. Because your body goes, well, I've recharged it. And now it's kind of like when you leave your phone on charge for like days on end. And your phone battery just goes, well, now I don't know how to exist without what is going on here. It fucks your battery if you leave your phone on charge for too long. So I think it's kind of like that, but like biological ways. If you leave your sleep cycle going too long, you wake up being like, well, I've used all of the energy I made sleeping with doing more sleeping, you know? How's it going, Zabadi, and how you doing, you beautiful individual? Or at least that is what I learned when I did this deep dive into sleep when we were doing a project in university. Yeah, no. Act like an aroused chicken for 2 minutes. All right, we can work with that. How you doing, Zabadi, and how's it going? Very bad suggestion. Do you have fireworks or wood you want to get rid of? I have wood. Zabadian. I don't have fireworks. I won't use fireworks because I don't want to be startling the local fauna and pets and shit, you know. Don't do fireworks. But I do have wood. If that helps, I got wood. If that's of any particular, I don't think Chunks burnt any of it recently. So yeah, we can do wood for sure. How you doing, JM Beard? How's it going, you beautiful bean? Now imagining Valen clucking seductively. I can do that. I'm not going to. I'm going to wait for the dare to come up, but I can do it. All right. This is exactly what I was hoping for. I had an idea for a dare, but I can't remember if I already submitted it. I will refund all duplicates, Milky Pork. So if you want to do it again, then I'll just refund it. If it's already in there or not. Do you know what I mean? There's been a couple that have been duplicates already, and I've refunded the second one. Just because it's easier that way. I'm certainly not wearing pantaloons. Pantaloons are quite airy. The pantaloons would be quite airy in this weather, I have to say. You know. It's the fucking skinny jeans that I'm wearing that are a problem. Yeah, I know. That'd probably be me. I'm on board it. Let chat be nice to you for 5 minutes without trying to change the topic. You wound me.
Flee.
You wound me, Rowan Rose. Ladies and gentlemen, and all gens outside between, delve deep into your bits of popcorn and throw them at the Raiders. Throw them at these cheeky devils. Look at these people coming in here. I mean, really, could you even imagine? It's a double raid from 2 delightful individuals. Get that popcorn going. Throw it at these wonderful beans. Who do they think they are? Coming in here, getting all up in our business. How dare they? They're flanking us. They're attacking us from the left. They're attacking us from the right. We're making a Valen sandwich. I'm covered in butter. It's working. All right. It's giving sandwich, you know? It's giving sandwich. The unicorn and the deity have come to bless your amazing stream with chaos shenanigans. My lordy. Hello. How's it going, Aristotle? How you doing, Lunicorn? Were you both playing Phasmophobia together? You were both playing Phasmophobia together. We can see it right here. Thank you so much for bringing your collective groups over to see me. That's very, very kind of you, beautiful beings. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Lunicorn coming in for the 56 months.
And excuse me, but how the heck did this get to 56 months? Wowzers, and well worth it on a bloody Monday too.
On a bloody Monday. It's a bloody Monday. Tomorrow is party stream.
Yeah.
Tomorrow is party stream, not this.
Kind.
Damn it.
Subiversary Twinses.
Lunicorn, I have inscribed your name upon the mirror vein in the gold. Tier 1 ink. And Eris Ptolemy. Your name is inscribed on the mirror vein in the black. Tier 2 ink. By having your name upon the mirror vein, it means you get access to my personal Snapchat, not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devils. And of course, you get access to all the sexy daily emotes. Eris, you get access to the Pokemon emotes with my face on them as well. But the most important thing is Lunicorn, you need to roll over every morning and go, God, do I look rough? But goddamn, do I make rough look good? And Eris, you need to roll over and go, God, I wish I was someone else, just so I can look at me. And the pair of you need to go, ooh, harra, sexy, ooh, yes, meow, you know? Yeah, no, you cheeky devils. You cheeky devils, you. Confound thee. Let's stream pick the tattoo. Not a fucking chance. Not a chance, Dabble Cogsworth. Because you people would pick a fucking mushroom, alright? I know what you are like. You people would pick a fucking mushroom. I would have a mushroom tattooed on me for life. Okay. By the way, friends from my stream, go and check out the glorious Eris Ptolemy and the wonderful Lunicorn 666. Both of them are wonderful members of this community. They are exquisite individuals in and of themselves. They are unbelievably supportive, gloriously wholesome, chaotic as shit, and indulgent in all of the wonderful things. All of the wonderful things. They play a variety of different games. The pair of them play a variety of different games. And they play games together, evidently. You know?
Tattoo. Monty with a mushroom jockstrap.
Wow. Wow. That would be a choice. That would be a choice. Wow. Oh my God. That would be something. That would be something. It has to be. Wow. Oh my lordy. Friends, by the way, if you're new here, two things you need to know about this channel. One, you're not allowed to apologize. Faux pas, individuals, faux pas. Instead of saying sorry, try saying thank you. Instead of saying sorry, I'm late, say thanks for waiting. Instead of saying sorry, I'm such a burden, say thanks for being there for me. It'll make you a much more positive individual, you cheeky devils. Eris and Lunicorn, if you need to disappear off, if you need to go grab a Snapply Treats, go grab some kind of delightful beverage, please go and do so. Do what you need to do. I appreciate you both been streaming, so you might need to just go have a chill out, do your post-stream shenanigans and stuff, so please look after yourselves. And that goes for your wonderful community as well, because as much as I love your attention, and I do love your attention, you've all got lives, and those lives are more important than my stream. Got exciting news, Alex. May have found a good group of fish people. I have a community on Facebook that do bi-monthly fish events. When you say bi-monthly fish events, Alex, do you mean as in going fishing? Or do you mean like you gather around an aquarium somewhere and you enjoy the ambience of the swimmy swim things all around you? Tell me more. Tell me more. A deep slip like what Jinx does? Oh my lordy. I've never known a Jinx do a deep slip, but now I know. Kindred, how you doing? How's it going? Hope you had a good weekend because the punishment never ends. Do sergeants believe in corporal punishment, or is that a private matter? God damn it, Kindred. God damn it. Yeah, the weekend was good. Played some D&D. Played some old school D&D with some old school friends, and I had a really good time doing it. Yeah, it was good. It was good fun. Use your wood to call help to fill up the pond. What? Oh, as in set a fire, call the fire brigade, and tell them that the fire is in the pond, and they can fill up the pond with their thing. I feel like the pressure of the fire hoses may kill all my fish, but I like the idea. I like the idea. Van, your outfit is Chef's Kiss. Thank you very much. I don't normally wear a waistcoat with it open, I have to say, but it's so fucking warm. I'm like, you know. How's it going, Druid as a Midian? My carer is about to dish up dinner, so I'm gonna like lurk away. I hope you have a wonderful time. I hope your carer is looking after you beautifully. You wonderful, wonderful human being. You. How's it going, Killer Queen Rage? Hello, you beautiful being. Hope you're doing all right, you wonderful individual. Killer Queen Rach sent me one of the most cursed things I've ever seen in the entirety of history. I have seen things that can't be unseen, friends. And earlier this afternoon, Killer Queen Rach sent me a picture, an image. And it was disturbing to the max. I don't think there is something more disturbing in this entire world. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, with ME, CFS sleep does not usually work to refill my energy levels. I always wake up still tired. Usually wake up feeling not quite this dead after so much sleep. I'm wondering if it's because of the sunburn I got on Friday, which body's trying to heal thing, which is also not great. Yeah, no, that might do. That might do it. That might do it. Sunburn definitely takes it out. Your heat takes it out of us generally. But if your body is recuperating from something like sunburn, it'll definitely make you more tired. For sure. For sure, for sure. You know? Ponytails are out. Pigtails are where it's at. Change your ponytail for a pigtails. Oh, Milky Pork, you have done that one. I can refund that one straight away because I literally moved that over to my list earlier. So yeah, that one's definitely been done. That one's definitely been done. You know? Get me pigtails. You know? Milky Pork coming over with the Raiders as well. Oh, you beautiful individuals. Look at you all. Look at you all. Hillside Robin, hello, you beautiful bean. How's it going? Welcome on in. First time chatter, and you're throwing popcorn everywhere. I love it. I love to see it, you beautiful bean. Welcome on in. Lucifer's Ace, hello, you cheeky devil. Oh, my lordy, all these beautiful people coming in here. We have 9 guppies. Oh, so a fish, as in like fish tanks. I get you. We have 9 guppies and baby fish, 2 betas, 3 coolie loaches, 2 platinum molly females. We have 2 female black and orange platties, 2 female and 1 male. All right, okay, cool. Sounds very, very exciting. Sounds like a very popular tank. I need to restock my cichlid tank. I need to restock the cichlid tank. It's only got like 1 fish, well, 1 cichlid in there now. So I need to put some more in there. But they keep killing each other, and that really fucks me off. And it's like, this is very expensive. Why do I put myself through it? Why do I put myself through it? You know? 2 African dwarf frogs. Oh, wow. Okay. I used to have one of those once upon a time. I fucking loved it. It was great. Absolutely bloody loved that frog. Ate everything. Ate absolutely fucking everything. It was great. Tinks, hello, you cheeky devil. How you doing? So, number 1, hi. Number 2, what way is the goblin turning popcorn? That's the mystery. That's the mystery, Tinks. Monty, will you come make us some popcorn? Thank you. We don't need to get it everywhere again. Monty, come on now. Do you know what? While you're cascading popcorn everywhere, let's do a poll. What way is Monty turning the popcorn? Clockwise, anti-clockwise. We'll make it a 3-minute poll. There you go. You get to decide. Is Monty turning it clockwise, or is he turning it anti-clockwise? Clockwise. No, that's anti-clockwise. Yeah. Clockwise or anti-clockwise, friends? The choice is your... Well, the choice isn't yours. Obviously, Monty is turning it in exactly the way they've always turned it. The question is, what do you think? The question is, what do you think, you know? Love the resub twinsies. Yeah. Chaos and shenanigans. Very much so. Daveruski. There he is. There you are, you cheeky devil. How you doing? Welcome back on. Welcome back on. Apparently I am just a ride. I'm one big roller coaster. Welcome back on. There we go. Welcome back on in. Sir Didymus, hello, cheeky devil. Like that vest on you. Thank you very much. This was handmade.
Ooh, you little stalker.
This was handmade by a friend of mine who runs Superstitious. And it was handmade for me about, fucking hell, 15 years ago. And I fucking love it. It's absolutely fucking amazing. Thank you so much for the follow, David Ruski. I appreciate you, you cheeky devil. I called you out because you already said something in chat. I don't normally call people out just in case they're lurking, but you said there he is, so I'm going to call you out. I appreciate it, you beautiful bean. And also, I'm going to take a moment as well, friends. I'm going to take a moment. Music, shut the fuck up. Dave Aruski, you wonderful bean. Congratulations. You are officially our 7,600th follower in the channel. Congratulations. Bravo. 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 7,600 followers here in the Cult of Vane. I never pay attention to any of it, but I realized it was quite high up, and I was like, do you know what? I'm going to pay attention to find out who makes 7,600. Who makes 7,600? And it was you. So thank you very much for that. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. What if chat can pick a tattoo from the options that you provide? Ooh, that's an interesting idea. That's an interesting idea, Roan Rose. I think I might get a couple, but maybe I could do like something small that chat could pick potentially. I'll ponder that one. I'll ponder that one, Roan Rose. Do you know what I mean? Chaos as shit is an understatement. That is true. That is true. We do like horrors, etc. Love Faz. Since the new stuff. Yeah, I heard that they'd updated a whole load of stuff. I actually was playing a not safe for work game a couple of weeks ago that was Phasmophobia, but you went in to flirt and have sex with all of the ghosts, which I thought was fucking hilarious. It was a really shit game, but I thought the concept was hilarious. Anti-clockwise, 77% of you said that Monty is turning it anti-clockwise. 23% of you said that they are turning it clockwise. All right. All right, there you go, Monty. What's the answer? Oh, apparently we're not getting an answer, so, you know. Yeah, I know. A rather amazing womb broom on this man. Womb broom. What a phrase. I love this. I love this. Akira Integra, how you doing? Welcome on in. Welcome on in, you beautiful bean. A rather amazing womb broom. That's a new one. I love it. I've not come across that. I have not come across that before. That's fantastic. Love that. Big fan. Love the rhyming slang, you know. Actually, it's not even rhyming slang. It's just rhyming. One hell of a way to enter chat. Yeah, 100%. And yet, living for it. And yet, living for it. You have picked the right community to come and say something like that too. We are on board it, for sure. We do like the horrors, etc. Love Phasmophobia since the new stuff. Yeah, I heard that they updated a whole load of stuff. I haven't played Phasmophobia in years. I've not played. I got bored of it, but I've heard that they've changed a whole load of stuff. Is it actually like a bit more scary now, or is it just like the same as it was but with new stuff? You know. Wouldn't chaotic shit be diarrhea? I mean, no. I would say like diarrhea would just be unpredictable. Unpredictable, you know. Chaos, not so much. Give us your best Peaky Blinders impression. What go? Wow, Darky Divine Darling going like full fucking Birmingham. From Birmingham. And a streak, oh my goodness, a bit windy around the nether. 75 streams in a row you've been streaking through here, Lunacon. 75 streams in a row. Good lord. Put some clothes on. Look, it's cooled down. The cloud cover is quite intense. It is warming up a little bit now, but still. All right. You're welcome. Thank you very much, Rach, for cursing my eyeballs. If you let me choose a tattoo, it'll be a very obscure monster from an old D&D. The Campus Tree. Well, now I need to know what this is. What is a campus tree? I see. I see. Rude. How's it going, Taken? How you doing? You're back. Welcome back. This time we'll get grossed out and leave, no matter what. I mean, it's a bold statement. It's a bold statement. Sage, how you doing, you beautiful individual? How are we all doing today? Doing all right today, thank you very much. I have been to my parents' house, and they gave me birthday cards. Oh, itchy fucking nose today. They gave me birthday cards, and my little nephews drew me birthday cards. And my grandma to the nephews, my mother, turned around to them and they were like, what are you going to draw Uncle Valen on your birthday cards? On the birthday cards, what are you going to be drawing them? And one of my nephews turned around to my mother and was like, well, Uncle Valen likes really scary things. So I'm going to draw a haunted house that's alive. I was like, all right, okay. And then the other one drew me Grande Italian Brain Rot Saga, which I have no idea what that means, but that's what they went for. That's what they went for. All right, that's what they went for. Birthday party tomorrow, friends. Birthday party tomorrow. Party spirit. Like, how you doing? Long time no see. Alexander Griffin. Hello, you cheeky devil. Hello, you beautiful beings. Was it an AI image of you making love to a mushroom? No, it was not that. Shupedia. It had something to do with Mr. Blobby. Okay. Had something to do with that, which is always cursed. How you doing, Alexander Griffin? Hello, you beautiful being. Can I get a shout out for Alexander Griffin? I forgot modding. If not, I can do it. That's all right. I'll just do it now. That's all right. There we go. There we go. People go check out Hey Alexander Griffin. Look at them. Look at this glorious individual with their dramatic screenshot there. The screenshot? Modeling shot. There we go. You've been playing some more Date Everything? Good call. Grio, hello, how you doing, you wonderful individual? How you been doing? Hello. I'm doing all right, thank you very much. Now that I've settled in to chat, and I've been to see my parents, hanging out with them, saw my parents' dog that I'll be looking after in a couple of weeks' time, and yeah, generally speaking, good. I've also got a whole load of money for a new tattoo. Don't know what I'm gonna get yet. Probably won't tell you until I'm doing it, and then we'll see. Mom has a red pearl cichlid. Ooh. Are they in with other cichlids, Alex? Chat up a mushroom. Mushroom plus your picture will do. But if you're feeling extra spicy, do a tin of mushrooms. Ooh. And a peppered corridor. Ooh, very nice. Mystery unsolved. Hello, you cheeky devil. Love a good mystery. Love a good mystery. Love a good mystery. East and west. You know it. They're clearly turning it from left to right. Yeah. Don't think they are. They're going back and forth. Making a semicircle. Just. Or would it be? These are the questions. They are the questions. They're not turning it. They're just going up and down. One would touch like one would touch a hype train. Oh my lordy. Nobody touches a hype train. You shouldn't be touching the hype train like that, Zabadian. God, it might explode. You know? Has to be clockwise due to the rounded top of the red part of the crank. But what happens if there's cogs on the inside that make it go the other way around? Who knows? Who knows? With the intricate workings of 2D popcorn machines. Do you know what I mean? Hey, bestie. Hi. I'm catching up with chat friends. How you doing, Finley Short Stuff? Hello, you beautiful bean. That's a new one, right? Parlay the Spirit, long time no see. Hope you are doing well, friend. Hope you're doing well. Good day to you, you beautiful soul, and of course, beautiful chat. Hope everyone's having an awesome day. So far, so good. So far, so good. I've had some moments today where I've just been like, ooh, there's a feeling I haven't felt in a little while. But other than that, okay. Doing all right. Doing okay. Just keep forgetting the fact that it's my birthday this week. Do you know what I mean? Just keep casually forgetting that it's my birthday this week. Speaking of which, friends, today is your last chance to get your dares in The way that, for those people that don't know the way our our parties work, you can all use your channel points to recommend dares. The dares get put on. Oh, God, itchy nose. My dares get put on a piece of paper. The piece of paper gets attached to a paperclip, and the paperclip gets cast behind me on this beautiful blue rug. Then I have to use my hips to pick them up via the medium of a magnet attached to my midriff. But today's the last day you get to enter those in. There are already 13 in the queue and about 100 that I've already got listed elsewhere. But yeah, how you doing? How's it going, Finley? You say there will be such a tone of surprise. You sometimes, I do sometimes have good ideas that are not purely chaos, though in my opinion, chaos ones are also good ideas. Yeah, you see? Nothing wrong with a good bit of chaos. Nothing wrong with a good bit of chaos. You know what I mean? I think it's all that scary, to be honest. Yeah, I'm not easily scared lately. That's fair. That's fair. There's sound recordings to do and video recordings that sound, and the sounds are more creepy. Okay, that's interesting. Full Brummy. Full Brummy. Full Brummy. How you doing, Taken? How's it going? So cute. Oh my lordy. Adorable. Don't you adorable. It's a bloody mushroom, therefore evil and taking over the world. Okay? It's the only way it works. It even has the look of Valen. Good lord. Singing, walking, intelligent mushroom. Nope. Good. Give a good night kiss to a mushroom, Sambar. Oh, why would you do this to me? Why would you do this to me? Just look of complete and utter disapproval. It's not disapproval. It's the only look that anyone should ever look at a mushroom. Disdain, disgust, and a little bit of vomit at the back of the mouth. All right. It's not a challenge. You say that, Taken. You say that, Taken. But there's an indulgence that I feel. All right. Denzi!
Thanks to Ashionto Craft for my sub gift. Valent hug.
Oh, we got two.
Thanks to Ashionto Craft.
Apparently it's going twice.
Valent hug.
Apparently it's going twice. You're so excited about you, Denzi. So excited about your resubscription. And thank you very much to Chianto. Chianto Crasp. Yeah. I can't remember how to spell it. Denzi, you beautiful mean. I should now grab your name on the mirror vein. By having your name on the mirror vein, it means you get access to my personal Snapchat. Not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devil. And of course, you get access to all the sexy little emotes. But the most important thing is you got to roll over every morning, look in the mirror, and go, God, I look rough. But goddamn, do I make rough look good. Ooh, sexy. Ooh, yes, meow. You know? How doing? Doing all right. Doing okay. How doing you? How doing you?
Hand it to it.
Hello, Valen. Hello, chat. Fun fact of the day. When you buy a bigger bed, you get more bedroom and you also at the same time have less bedroom.
I hate how accurate that is. That is indeed true. You do get more bedroom, but you also then have less bedroom as a result of it. Oh, that upsets me. All right. Oh my God, Rach. Recommend a party dare. Do your makeup to look like Mr. Blobby. Oh, Rach. This vexes me deep in my soul. All right. Doing much better one day at a time, Parlay. Sometimes that's all you can do. And that is okay. You know. Agent John Rambo, how you doing? How's it going? Hello, you swashbuckling chap. Do you have a sword on your side and a dagger in your boot? I have a spindly corkscrew in my loins. Does that count? Does that work? Yeah. Rude, stealing my job. Look. I looked over to the list of active moderators, Sembar, and you weren't in the list. So I was like, cool. I'll just do it myself. I'll just do the thing. All right. The list did not include you for a moment, and that was it. That's all it took. A moment of the list ignoring you, and it was too late. All right. Are you calling me lazy? No, I'm just saying that the list has a prejudice against you. We're gonna have to take it up with all list people. It's probably because of the fact that you really like Excel spreadsheets. That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard. There's a bit of an ongoing issue between lists and Excel spreadsheets. So it's kind of like in the old notation wars. You know what I mean? There's still just that ongoing prejudice. You know. I did a bunch of Mac's story. How did you find it? How did you find it, Alexander Griffin? Get a skull holding a knife that says heart mom. If I was gonna get something like that, Agent John Rambo, I would get the heart mom tattoo from Rocky Horror Picture Show, where it's literally like a heart with the stereotypical heart with the fucking knife, the dagger through it that says mom on it. Thinking about getting a retro game tattoo looking like Guybrush Threepwood from Monkey Island or Retro Wilco from Space Quest. I know Guybrush Threepwood. I don't know the Roger Wilco. I don't know Space Quest. I wasn't much of a gamer until I started streaming, you know. Write an acrostic for each mod. Oh my lordy. I don't even know what that is. That's going to be fun. On screen, a shout out, damn not funny sense of humor. Huh? What? What? Oh, right. Okay. No, that's fair. That's fair enough. Excuse me, sir. I'll touch the hype train however I darn well please, as long as it's consenting to it. It doesn't. It's a bastard. It lulls you into a false sense of security. It consents to you being lulled into a false sense of security. It could explode. All right. Full naming me. I didn't do it. Finlay.
Yeah, you subscribe.
Max, you beautiful bean. You cheeky devil. Thank you very much for giving Semba a sub there. Your 600th. No, your 899 sub there. Good lord. 899 gifted subs, Max. You unreasonably kind individual. Can I get a shout out for Denzi, please? Senbar, by having your name on the mirror of any immune, you get access to my personal Snapchat. But first, people go check out Denzi. Denzi's a wonderful human being who I love very, very dearly. They are doing lots of Super Mario shenanigans. They also do lots of Zelda-y shenanigans. And Horizon Zero Dawn shenanigans. They're really, really into the weird Pringle thing. Like, really into it. It's peculiar. Sembar, by having your name on the mirror vein means you get access to my personal Snapchat. Not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devil. And of course you get access to all the sexy little emotes. But the most important thing is you go roll over every morning, look in the mirror, and go, God, I look rough. But god damn, do I make rough look good. Ooh, harr, sexy. Ooh, yes, meow, you know? You know? Whoop. Whoop. All good in the proverbial hood. Chance card there. Flip a coin. If it lands on heads, you draw a mushroom on your forehead, and tails, you write a heart to cheeky girls.
Most kind.
Calandra, you cheeky devil.
Lurking.
You just lurk away, you beautiful individual. You just lurk away. I appreciate you. Thank you very much for coming in for the 33 months. Friends, don't forget that tomorrow is the party. It's tomorrow. Party shenanigans tomorrow. You know? By having your name on the mirror veiny means you get access to my personal Snapchat. Not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devil. And of course you get access to the sexy little emotes. But the most important thing is you gotta roll over every morning, look in the mirror, and go, God, do I look rough? But god damn, do I make rough look good? Ooh, harr, sexy. Ooh, yes, meow, you know? You know? You lurk away, you beautiful being. I appreciate you. My birthday was June 22nd, and I turned the big 56. I am not sure how that is supposed to feel, but I am grateful to be alive and spend the day painting, which is my piece. Beautiful to hear. Beautiful to hear. If I don't see you, I wish you blessings of love and peace on your birthday. And of course, laughter and sweet treats like you. Oh, you, Parley. Oh, you beautiful bean. Thank you very much for that. I really appreciate it. I really, really appreciate it. We're doing the party tomorrow. Same time as this. Same time as this stream. So 7 p.m. BST. If you're welcome to come along. Yeah, if you are able to come along, you're very, very welcome to come along. But please I'm giving everyone the warning. All right. Our parties are quite chaotic. There will definitely be drinking of alcohol there. So if you have an issue with seeing other people drink alcohol, please be careful. Please look after yourselves. Please don't do anything that's going to make you feel uncomfortable. You know, they get really, really chaotic. I will miss a lot in chat. But they are a lot of fun. They are a hell of a lot of fun. So if you want to come along, check it out, see how it is. But please, if you are getting overwhelmed by anything, or if it's just a little bit too much or what have you, that's okay. You are welcome to step away, and nobody here will hold it against you. Okay, never, ever, ever. It's not the way that we work. We want people to have a good time together. You know, chaos is fun, though. I do occasionally cause my flatmate minor heart attacks by accident. Oh no! Trying to think of some dates. Oh, how exciting. How very, very exciting. Take random photo and post it to Instagram with no context for 24 hours. Yeah, I can work with that. Can work with that for sure. Do the Jaws theme. To the Jaws theme, do a meme of you in alone time touching a hype train. Excuse me? Oh, my lordy. Okay. Okay. Hold a mushroom inside of your mouth for 10 seconds. You realize that I now need to go buy mushrooms. I don't think Chunk's got any, but I might have some. I might. Well, I say I might have some. Chunk might have some. That pause. Oh, Zabadian, you know it. You know that pause all too well, Zabadian. All too well. Read chat a bedtime story. We can definitely do that. That's for sure. Again, you're welcome. You revel in this, all right? Nipping off to water dog. No worries, Rach. You take it easy, you beautiful bean. I hated it. It felt so manipulative. It was almost as bad as Hector. I don't know the Hector storyline, Alexandra Griffin, but the Mac storyline, we literally spent like after the Mac storyline, where we'd updated the systems, we spent a good 45 minutes in stream talking about that entire dynamic and what that was all about. Some people in chat didn't get it. They didn't pick up on what the issue I had was. So we had a good time just chatting it through, talking about manipulative behavior and toxic behavior and how that all worked. It was a very, very good and interesting conversation. But yeah, it was like, ooh, okay, this took a curveball that I wasn't expecting. Put on a 30-second timer, the Benny Hill music, and lick every mirror and take a shot for each mirror you don't get to. Okay, taken. I can do the first part of that. Unfortunately, chat is not allowed to influence my alcohol consumption. Chat's not allowed because effectively the TLDR there is Twitch had to put in rules and regulations preventing chat from ever being able to influence somebody's alcohol consumption, because about 4 or 5 years ago, actually it was about 5 years ago, it was like just when I'd started streaming, or just after I'd started streaming, a young lady streamer said that every donation that was made to her, she would drink a shot. And she ended up being taken away by an ambulance to have her stomach pumped with severe alcohol poisoning. And after that happened, after they literally, like, she fucking comatose the fuck out. And so I think one of her flatmates was in the chat or something like that, managed to ring an ambulance, and the whole thing was like available. There we go. And it was on stream, and they literally had paramedics take her out to go get her stomach pumped because she was fucked. So yeah, since that day, and naturally, we can't have nice things because of certain individuals, and she was the individual that stopped that from happening. So yeah, no. Honest to God, full glam rock cover of Kiss from a Rose by Seal. Oh my God, that's amazing. Fucking love that song. I'm all right. No worries. You take it easy. Thank you very much for stopping by. I appreciate you stopping in. You wonderful, wonderful being. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful week, you cheeky devil. And to you as well, Zabadian. Sleep well, you exquisite individual. I hope that the tomorrow is a good one for you. I hope tomorrow's a good one for you, you know. Max, you beautiful individual. Thank you very much for shout out for Denzi. I really appreciate it. For 24 hours, change all of your social media profile pictures to the blobby nightmare face. Oh, wow, Stupedia. Wow. Wow. That is a choice. That is quite the dare. That is quite the dare, you know. You'll be sword fighting tomorrow? That's a cool thing to do. That's a cool reason to not be at the party, Calandra. That's a cool reason to not be at the party. I might be coming down with something. Oh, no. So my coming nights and days might not be the best. Oh, fucking hell, Zavadi. I hope you get plenty of fucking rest then, friend. Plenty of rest. Lots of Lucozade Sport. Honey and lemon. Iron Brew, if you can get Iron Brew. I don't know whether you can get Iron Brew over there, but Iron Brew. That shit sorts you right out. July birthdays are the best. My one was Saturday, and yours and Eris is too. Lunacorn, what did you do on your birthday? I know it was your birthday on Saturday because I said hello. I said happy birthday to you, and I said a belated happy birthday to you in the Discord. What did you do on your birthday, Lunacorn? Did you do anything special? Did you do anything special? Self-care is important. It certainly is. Certainly bloody is. Then right after mine is the eldest mini Eris, so mini July babies. Yeah, it's actually last week it was Jay Britton's. Last week it was Jay Britton's. It's the move. Well, hello there, you cheeky devil. Look at you coming over here, getting all close and personal, getting all up in my business. I can't say I blame you. It's been a while since I've worn a full face of makeup, and I know, it's indulgent and tantalizing. All of the things that you would want. Getting up and close and personal. Cheeky devil, what do you like? What are you like? Oh. You cheeky devil. Oh, cool. I'm only 4 minutes behind in chat. That's not too bad. That is actually not too bad for us. But there will be much drinking tomorrow. Valen Dorian Gray Vane has a painting of his liver in the loft. Oh my God, yeah. To be fair, do you know what, Max? I'd say for the past 4 years. For the past 4 years, I haven't really drank that much alcohol.
Hand it to my ego. Hand it to it. Hand it to it.
One more for the road. If sweet dreams are made of cheese, who am I to disagree?
Wow. Wow, Daha. Just wow. Thank you very much for the 100 little panderings, goddammit. Yes, I haven't drunk quite as much alcohol over the past few years. Not that it's changed my tolerance for it. I can still drink a hell of a lot of vodka with only getting a little bit tipsy and what have you, you know? Definitely try to remember to pop in tomorrow. I appreciate that. I meant mime, not Mimi. Too late, you said Mimi. Too late, says Mimi, Stupedia. You're gonna have to watch the VOD tomorrow evening. Yeah. That's alright, that's okay. The VOD will be available shortly afterwards. Well, the VOD will be available Thursday on 1 p.m. on the VODs of Vanity channel. You know? Yeah, I know. An acrostic is where you write the name down the page and then add a word that corresponds to that letter. For example, versatile actor learns everything naturally. Okay, I can work with that. What would I put? Moderator? Moderator. What was the dare? Hold on. For each of the mods. Oh, good lord. Oh, including Biohazard? Bloody idiotic oaf has a Xerius RC response. Oh my god, there's a 3 in there and everything. How's it going, Biohazard? How you doing? Definitely saw you there. Tea with lemon and honey. Good call. Good call, baby doll. Tea with lemon and honey is a good call. Lemon and honey is what I normally go for sure. You know. So many babies conceived during spooky month. Bunch of parents doing their monster mash. Yeah. Well, one of my parents' birthday is around the Halloween. Like the few days either side of Halloween. So I'm like, I know what's going on there. It was definitely a birthday banging. I was conceived in a birthday banging, you know. You did. I vegetated in the heat and did a total self-care the day after a 12-hour stream, which I finished at 3 a.m. Oh, my lordy. As I was born at 2:52. I was born... No, I was born exactly 7 days to the hour before my best friend. My best friend was born exactly 7 days to the hour a week after me. Or one of my best friends. The one that I've known the longest. The one I've known the longest. Drunk less, but always the same result. Look, sometimes, Biohazard, sometimes it be the way of things, okay? Well, that was not meant to be a death. Refund me. I suppose. That's what you get for being haphazard. That Biohazard. Haphazard. Hap Biohazard with your channel points there, you know. What time is the party stream tomorrow? 7 p.m. BST. 7 p.m. BST is 12 noon PST and 2 p.m. EST. Oh, you meant the VOD for the Mac talk? Oh, right, yeah, Alexander Griffin. I know what you mean. I got you. Let me grab it for you from the VODs and Vanity YouTube channel. VODs and Vanity. It will be on... Where are you, little shitbag? This one. Can't remember whereabouts in the stream it is, but it's in that one. It's in that one. How's it going, Stiggy? How you doing? Long time no see. What time party? Yeah, 7 p.m. BST tomorrow. It's gonna get messy. Same time as today's. Yeah. I still have flashbacks to the time that Valen drunkenly fell over in heels and smacked his head on the desk. I screamed. Oh yeah. That's that's the whole thing. Did the Kiss from a Rose thing submit as a party day? Yes, it did. Yeah, it did. Most certainly. It is there. Glam Rock as well. Such a great song. Such a great song. Drink tea that has been made with no water and all milk. Oh my god. You're gonna kill it? Depends how drunk I am. Baby! I compare you to a kiss from a rose all the way. I have done drunk karaoke before. I know how badly this goes. Do the time warp. Appropriate outfit of your choice. Yeah. Okay. That works. That works. I got a riff-raff outfit upstairs. I'm literally going to see Rocky Horror twice this week, friends. Rocky Horror twice this week. I'm going Wednesday night with one group of friends. And I completely forgot that I'd also agreed to go see Rocky Horror with a different group of friends on Saturday night. So I'm up to see it on Wednesday night and on Saturday night. And I am loving it. This is the fact that I'm going to see it twice just makes me very, very happy in my little soul. So yeah, loving it. This is the problem with the fact that for a fair amount of time this year, my head has been stuck up my own asshole. All right, it's been stuck well up my own colon, and as a result, I arrange things and then forget that I've arranged them. Right, I remembered that I arranged to go to Rocky Horror, and then when the people who were going with a Wednesday were like Rocky Horror, and I was like, yeah, we did say Rocky Horror, didn't we? We can go Rocky Horror. They're cool. When are you thinking? Oh, we're thinking Wednesday. I was like, cool, Rocky Horror Wednesday. Fucking sweet. Let's fucking go. And then one of my friends from D&D was like, hey, we're thinking about doing D&D this week, like next weekend. And I was like, oh, I'm not sure whether we can do that because at the time I didn't know when the Rocky Horror was happening.
Hand to it. Hand to it.
Patience.
Oh my god. Oh my god, Stupedia. Thank you very much for 100 little panderings. Yeah, I completely forgot that. Like, this was before we'd cemented ourselves on the Wednesday, and now they were like then they messaged me and they were like, hey, you said about Rocky Horror, you did mean with us, right? Because I've just realized that you could have meant with another bit. And I was like, actually, no, I meant with a completely different lot. And they were like, all right, well, we've got tickets for you to come with us on the Saturday night. And I was like, that suits me fine. I'm happy to go and watch it twice. I'm more than happy to go and watch it twice. There is never going to be a situation that I'm ever going to turn down extra tickets for a Rocky Horror. No issues at all. I will happily go twice. Fucking yes. Let's go. Big fan. Yes, yes, yes. You know? So, all good. All good in the proverbial hood, as they say. You know? Do the time warp. Yes. Let's do the time warp again. You hate ads? I know the feeling, Tinks, but I very much appreciate you sitting through them, Tinks. I very much appreciate you sitting through them because it does help me out. Anyone who watches the ads, it does give me a little kickback, and I really, really, really appreciate that. I make about $40 a month-ish just from people watching ads, and that does make a difference, so thank you so much. Went down hard, but he was well anesthetized and bounced back. Yeah, I definitely... Do you know what, Max? We're going to watch that clip. We're going to watch that clip because I definitely remember this very differently. Views, high to low. There it is. Right, music pause, because this needs to be seen in all of its glory. Okay, friends, chums, compatriots, happy-go-lucky scamps.
Yeah, you subscribed. Most kind.
You cheeky devil!
Friend, 59 months of all this, enough about that. I miss you in Meatbag World, laughing till tears form, admiring fish, discussing things that don't revolve around streaming, and the usual chaos of you still dealing with 101 different things, usually involving Ken or other shenanigans that life throws. Your friendship is valued, and this community is, mostly, a highlight of the online community I take part in.
Oh, you... the jam jar! A little fucking heart. You beautiful fucking bastard. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I appreciate that so much, Jam Jar. I'm going to do that before we do anything else. Before we do anything else. Jam Jar, 59 months. Itchy nose. 59 months, you beautiful git. Thank you so much, you beautiful bean. Don't worry. We will definitely do IRL meetings up and laughing till tears and face hurts and all that jazz, all right? Jam Jar Brain, your name is now inscribed upon the mirror of vein for the 59th time. Excuse me. By having your name upon the mirror of vein, it means you get access to my personal Snapchat. Not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devil. And of course, you get access to all the sexy little emotes. But the most important thing is you go roll over every morning, look in the mirror, and go, God, I look rough. But goddamn, do I make rough look good? Ooh, sexy. Ooh, yes, meow. You know? You've returned. Welcome back, Rach. Welcome back. Yeah, we're just taking a moment Oh, itchy nose. We're taking a moment to relive the most viewed clip that I have ever had. All right? In all of the years that I have been doing streaming, this is the most viewed clip from a birthday party that we had many, many moons ago. Okay? Now, I want to just say to you, before we jump back into the clip, I want to say to you all right, what I remembered. Okay? Now, at this point in the thing, all right, picture this. Take a moment, close your eyes, envision what I'm saying. We had been streaming for 3 hours, 4 hours. I had drank a big bottle and a half of vodka. So like 1.5 liters of vodka. I had drank an entire bottle of apple sours. So needless to say, I was quite pissed. All right, I was quite drunk. I was also, at this point, wearing 9-inch pleasers, 9-inch high heels. Now, back before we did the whole going fishing thing, only quite pished. Before we did the whole going fishing thing, we used to put all of the dares in balloons. So I would blow up a balloon for each dare, and we'd pop the balloon, and I'd take the dare out of it, and we'd breed it. Now, there are people with phobias of balloons, so we got rid of that. There was enough people in the community with a phobia of balloons that we were like, right, we'll get rid of that, because we don't want to exclude people. Do you know what I mean? But you will see balloons in this clip, so there's your warning, all right? That was the reason why there's balloons in the background. I'd also already done a massive cake smash in my face. Right, I'd got my sister to make a cake for me and smashed it into my face. But I smashed it with such tenacity that it had literally fucking cascade behind me in the old studio space. Just literally sprayed fucking everywhere. I had it in my hair. I had it fucking everywhere, all right? For the low price of 500 channel points, you too can join the lottery. Send me 80% of your total wealth. What, my £2.50 and a bag of chips? Is that what you're after? Cake smush? Very much so, Rach. Very much so. It went bloody everywhere, I have to say. In fact, I seem to remember doing it twice. I did it the first time, wasn't as impressed with the first one, so fucking smashed it. And it just fucking blew up, all right? Okay. Was there a cream filling? No, it was more like an icing filling. Do you know what I mean? Like a nice sticky filling. A nice sticky filling. You know? You suddenly get transferred 500k in debt. Yes, that is it. That is definitely it. We'll go into debt just to transfer it over to Taken. That works for me. But yeah, so I was a little bit drunk. I'd literally, at the point where this clip starts, okay, I had raided out. So I had already been like, cool, I have finished my stream. I am fucking annihilated. I need to pack everything down. I've raided out. Fun and games. All shits and giggles. Doesn't matter. It's all good and dandy. Did I forget to press end stream? Yes, I fucking did. I completely and utterly forgot to press stop streaming, which is problematic, to say the least. Now, what I remember is I remember being in the heels, and I remember getting a dustpan and brush and listening to Luxy, because that's who we'd raided over to. I remember listening to Luxy and sweeping up the dust with the dustpan and brush, some cake, just on the floor, just like literally, just like wearing 9-inch heels. And I remember falling over like this. I remember going, oh, just a little fall over. Just a little tipple, little topple over. I remember hitting my head on a table because there was a table just next to me that had like all my makeup and shit on it because there was makeup dares and stuff. And it was just like, I remember hitting my head on the table and being like, oh god, that's a bit shit. That's a bit shit. That's a whole thing. And then I can't remember. Somebody messaged me. Somebody texted me and was like, Valen, you're still live. You haven't pressed stop streaming. And I completely forgot about it. Because I was just like, all right, yeah, fucking whatever. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, it was just a little fall. You know? Just a little fall. Okay? Wasn't that Kieran? It might well have been Kieran. Yeah, it might well have been Kieran. But this is what actually happened, friend. This is what actually happened. There's me getting cake out of my hair. Should we see that again? With narration?
Oh, you followed me. Ooh, you little stalker.
Thank you very much for the follow. Oh, just getting some cake out of my hair. Just get the cake out of the hair. Oh, look, I'm a little bit drunk. Oh, look, I'll just turn off this light. I'm packing down. Turn off the light. Yeah, there we go. That's what we need. Oh, what was that? Yeah! Yeah, there it is. That happened. That was the whole scenario. That was it. That was what happened. That was the little that hurt. And I cracked my fucking head. I didn't realize that I'd hit with quite so much force, but I fucking smashed my head on the on that side table. Absolutely. Right, where was I? No, we did the drink tea. Yeah, we did all those things. Kill it or kill us, whichever comes first. Exactly, right? Exactly. Rocky Horror twice. Yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be fucking wonderful. Cannot wait. All the milk tea punishment for buying Tetleys. Tetleys. Wear your clothes back to front. We have got one thing in there that says wear my shirt back to front. Allow yourself 5 minutes. Learn and summarily perform at the end of the 5-minute timer the choreography for Gnarly by Cat's Eye. I've never even heard this song. What can go wrong? What can go wrong? Oh my god. Apply more eyeshadow. How many are you doing? Remove all makeup with one eye. Fucking hell. This can only go well, friends. This can only go well. This can only go well. Oh my god. Let's just call it 50. Let's just call it 50 applications of apply eyeshadow. Oh, itchy nose. Despite having been awake for only over 3 hours, I gotta head back. No worries, you taking these Roan Rose. Thank you very much for stopping by. I appreciate you. Bring some booze and ciggies. Do it. Do it. Yes, the content warnings is I will definitely be getting drunk. Definitely. 100%. That is a fact, for sure. Did I miss anything? Not really. Just chatting shenanigans. Sounds like a normal day in Hull. I mean, you know. Reminder, know your limits. Handle your highs and look after yourself. Valen is a professional idiot. I am indeed a professional idiot. This is very true. I've also had many years, like over 2 decades of drinking vodka. Of drinking in general, but also drinking vodka. So it's impressive, you know? Yes, indeed. Cream filling. Don't forget the pint of lager. Fucking pint of lager. Jesus Christ. Beats my €2 and pocket lint, to be honest. Exactly. There you go. Pint of lager and a packet of crisps. I haven't seen that fucking show in years. Jesus Christ. There's a king for that somewhere on the internet. Oh, definitely. There was a thing when I was in university. I was introduced to a very niche genre of pornography, which was Brazilian cake fart porn, which was a thing. And it literally was young Brazilian women mounting themselves on a freshly baked cake and with no underwear on, and then just bare-assed farting on it. That was the whole shebang. Apply more. No, calm yourself, Taken. All right. There is only so much eyeshadow I physically own. And if 50% of all of the dares are applying more eyeshadow, I want you to hit a few. I will definitely hit a few. I can bloody guarantee it. That is like a good 10% of the dares that you have done right there. Is apply more eyeshadow. Might have been pseudo wobblers. Yeah. You went down like a tranquilized giraffe. I did. It was quite a little. You're done. I appreciate that. Sir Turd of Bottom. How you doing, you beautiful individual? Welcome on in. Have a wonderful day, and may your farts be dry. I do hope so. Although saying that, given the humidity at the moment, Sir Turd of Bottom, I feel like no one's farts are going to be dry. They're all going to be slightly moistened. A little bit of butt-puckering moistness about them. Hopefully not sticky like a cake fart, but you know. I do remember the panic of not ending stream. Yes. Well, I never even thought about it. And was just like, okay, that's a whole thing. That's a whole thing. Oh, right, yeah, no, fuck, I forgot to do that. That's the thing, you know. He is beauty. He is grace. He has fallen on his face. Very much so. Very much so. That will never get old. It won't ever get old. That's the reason why I made it into a bitty alert. I can't remember how much it is. Like 1,000 bitties. Something like that. Remember viral porn with cake smashing in 2010s doing the rounds for a month or so? Yes, very much so. And you know what? There's a fair amount of people into a good cake smash. Good bit of cake, mouthful of something sweet and sugary while being taken roughly from behind, you know. Makes me giggle every single time. Good. There is a reason why it is literally the most viewed clip that I have. 1.4 thousand people. 1,400 people have watched that clip. 16th of July, 2020. That was when the clip was taken. So 5 years ago. And it's still going strong. Still my most viewed clip. After all that time, you know. Tiny Van voice. Ow. Hey, Van, you're flying, Van. No, I'm falling with style. I mean, to be fair, I'd ready to think what state you'll be on Wednesday evening. Oh, I will be, I mean, by the sounds of things, covered in a lot of eyeshadow. Covered in a lot of eyeshadow. I appreciate you giving the mods a heads up as well. Mods just being like, this is how many I'm doing, just so you don't think I'm completely spamming. Do you know what I mean? Remove makeup on one side of your face only. There are a lot of makeup dares, which is going to be even funnier when I'm half cut. There's going to be a lot of eyeshadow. From the looks of things, one of the dares remove makeup from half of your face. One of them is to do blobby, Mr. Blobby face makeup. There's quite a few to put like mushrooms and stuff on my face in makeup. So I'm expecting that our face is going to be quite the picture by the end of it. Just remember, friends, if I end up looking like quite the nightmare, you have invited this. If you wake up sweating the cold sweats because of my terrifying visage, it is entirely your fault. Okay? Balance poor bloody eyes. Yeah, it's all right. It's okay. I'll get an eye test in the next 10 years. It'll be fine. It's gradual, right? I mean, is it? I put eyeshadow on already pretty thick, so, you know. He's going to look like a panda. Definitely. Definitely. For sure. However, what I will say, friends, is for the low price of made up money, what I will say is that it doesn't say where I should put my eyeshadow on. All right, could contour in some like a 6-pack. I could contour in a 6-pack. That could definitely be a thing. Repeat the next 5 days twice. Rowan Rose, that is savage. I love it. That is savage. I love it. Do makeup to look like the mushroom from Mario. Toad? That would be terrifying. Just very big oval eyes. And like a little very thin mouth. Genuinely terrifying. Apply more lipstick, a little wider than before. Oh my god. Apply lipstick. Apply more lipstick, a little wider than before. Oh my god. Apply more lipstick, a little wider than before. Oh my god. Oh no. I don't even really wear lipstick. This is going to be hilarious. Just remember, friends. It's all on you. I am going to look terrifying. Draw an X on your forehead with eyeliner. Okay. What now? I know, right? Not the strangest things I've heard. I mean, you know. Just remember, some of us are terrified of clowns. This is true. This is very, very true. I'll do my best not to look like a clown. Mainly because I don't want to look like a clown. But also, yeah, that's the thing. Next streamer, only Dave Allen gets to apply eyeshadow. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? I could apply different eyeshadows, I suppose. Just cover half my face in like a sunset. Have you seen the video of Love and Deep Space cosplayers passing out? I admire the dedication they put into the craft, but watching what they put their bodies through for the sake of the fans breaks my heart. Silas cosplayer passed out, pulling himself together, never breaking character. Once for the sake of the fans. Darkly Divine Darling, I have not seen those videos. I've kind of been put off Love and Deep Space, but like nothing against the game by any stretch of imagination, just something else going on. But I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. When you say cosplayers, I'm assuming you mean the people who are paid to cosplay as those characters, as opposed to like fans, as it were. However, I wouldn't put it past fans either. People who cosplay take cosplaying very, very seriously, and if I'm completely honest with you, often put themselves in risky health situations wearing those cosplays, especially when it comes to heat and dehydration and stuff, you know. Vile, but I'm tough. I can do this. You won't break me with your wet fart talk. Just a moistened, puckered butthole. What do you want from me? In fact, I know that's exactly what you want from me, Taken. All right? I know that's exactly what you want from me. Just a little puckered butthole, but in a slightly lubed variety. You know? Not too lubed. Just slightly. Just to give it enough give. You know? Tempting out enough points for 1,580 redeems of applying more eyeshadow. That would be it. That would be it. It'd be like, okay, what is it? 1,000. You'd be at 1,680 dares. 100 of them are everything else. 1,580 are all just apply more eyeshadow. Half of them for me, my god. For the low, low price of made up money. Exactly. Exactly. Channel points. Channel points, all right? Remove your face and start to reapply. Oh my god. That would be probably more terrifying. Why? Who is this for? Me. It's absolutely for me, Taken. If there's one thing that I thoroughly enjoy in, it's making you go, come on. You asked, that's what you're interested in. You know? Spend 1 hour in a unitard. Do I still have a unitard? I might still have a unitard upstairs, actually. That might well be a thing. Wear a mask on something other than your face? I can definitely do that. That works. That works. Have chunk cream pie you? I mean, plate of cream to the face. Calm yourself. I mean... Give yourself a large wing. One large wing. Just one. A singular large wing. Leave a gift for Sober Valen. Oh my god. Where was the last gift for Sober Valen? Did you unlock a memory? It was definitely a shot. I remember pouring the shot. But where did I put it? Where did I put it? Will you keep the unused airs for the next party stream? No. No. We redo them every single time. Because the thing is, Stupedia, if, like, for some unknown reason, if loads of people decide to never ever come back to my channel ever again, then the new dares need to come from the new people so they have some kind of connection to them, you know? Like all the dares that you people are making up, you have that kind of invested interest or what have you. Whereas if dares come up from the previous party, you'd be like, where are these even coming from? Who said these things? Who literally spent all those channel points at putting add more eyeshadow? Put on more eyeshadow. Do you know what I mean? Is it really taken off? Oh, I know. I know, Taken. Look what you do. Look what you did to this place. The tradition. Well remembered. Yeah, but where did I put it? Does anyone remember? Genuine question. Does anyone remember where I put the last gift the last gift for Sober Valen? Bob Ross makeup stream? We could do a Bob Ross makeup stream. But do you know what? I'll probably do that as a... oh my god, so many fucking... Apply more eyeshadow. Oh my god, it won't even let me get to the end of them. Yeah. Okay, well, yeah, it's fine. We'll put it in there. It's fine. Just an actual cartwheel wearing whatever you're wearing right now. Oh my god. Some of those are like wear one pleaser. That can only go well. If Chunk is available and willing, get Chunk to apply more eyeshadow on Valen or lipstick. Wider than before, if he was unwilling than the eyeshadow. Oh my god. I will say, by the way, this Thursday, friends, this Thursday, we were going to be doing like a community stream, like a Jackbox or what have you. But this Thursday, instead, because Chunk is available, we're going to be doing the stream where one of us is blindfolded and playing a game and the other one is giving them directions. We're going to call it the Nightmare stream. Or the Vainmare. After the old Nightmare game from my childhood. You know? You ask, I'm not... Look, I'm not saying anything. You're just admitting to it. All right? Okay? That's just the way it works, all right? Have a little sit down, take 5. You worked hard, you deserve it. Chill out for 5 and just enjoy a water. Wait, do you know what? Taken Sembor always make sure there's like 3. Have a drink of water. Just have a drink of water, you know. The only gift I remember was in the cupboard. I found the one in the cupboard down there. Previous gifts for Sober Valen were in the freezer, the corner cupboard, the freezer. You said you found it within 14 days? Yeah, do you know what I didn't do? I didn't take it out. I just found a very, 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 very cold half shot of vodka because evidently I've spilled some at some stage. With, do you know like freezer ming? You know, like bits of shit that you've put in the freezer that's just like fallen out of like a bit of pea, bit of broccoli. There's just bits of that floating in it. Well job. Thank you. Good done. Thank you, friends. Now, do you know what, Senpai? You said that. I sent a screenshot of a document and read during that night. Yes, no, I appreciate that. I remember that now. And I remember finding it. And evidently, in the process of finding it, I got distracted and left it in there. Because that's a... And a bit of peace. Sometimes too, man. Okay, high five, buddy. Good effort. Oh, yeah. No, we're not deleting that. That stays. That stays for posterity, Taken. That stays for posterity, okay? The freezer. Jesus Christ. Sometimes I love my brain. Very creative, very inspired. Very, just everything that I need in life. And other times, it gets distracted. And I forget about very important things, like leaving a shot of vodka in... leaving a shot of vodka in a freezer that I've already found! Why am I like this? Why am I like this? Oh my fucking god. Oh, wow, Greeto. I did that as a Halloween thing one day. Although saying that, Greeto, I'm afraid I'm going to have to reject that. I'm going to have to reject that because unfortunately, Wild Bill from Silence of the Lambs is now used as a way of, as like a slur for trans people. So as much as that wasn't the case in the movie, there was obviously a lot going on in the movie and what have you. It is now used as a way to attack trans people. So I will reject that. You will get all your points back. But yeah, I did before it was used as a way to trans people, or before it was openly used as a way to attack trans people. I did do a Halloween costume dressed as Bill from Silence of the Lambs. See if you can remember the ones that you sent. Well, if there's any repeats, then I'll... Well, apart from the eyeshadow and the lipstick ones, then I'll refund them. Drunk Chunk might have found it before Sober Chunk did, yeah. The low price of 1,600. Apply for more eyeshadow tests. Have Junk do your makeup or nails. We can definitely do that. That'd be quite entertaining. Woo, spinny chair. Excuse me. Oh, just the chair by itself. Yeah. Yeah, I played myself. I fucking did. You sent me, didn't you send me like several screenshots that like had little hints in them, one after the other? I have vague recollection. Oh, that might have been for a game, maybe. I have recollections of that, you know? Tragic waste of vodka. It was... Yeah, it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. Drink the free... Oh, my God. You can't do that now, Greeto. I've obviously thrown it away. It didn't freeze. So it's just like... good vodka doesn't freeze. So it's spilled. It's just very, very cold, you know? Outfit change? We can work with that. Can we? What am I wearing tomorrow? Ooh. Good question. What am I wearing tomorrow? Oh, yeah. No, I remember, Sen. I remember. Thank you very much. Yeah. No. Oh, my God. It's all coming flashing back. It's all coming flooding back to me. My God. I think you may need to clean that freezer. To be fair, the freezer has only recently been cleaned, damn, man. Otherwise, it'd be pretty fucking awful. Even worse than what it is, you know? It's just because of, like, you open a frozen bag of vegetables or what have you, and there's always some that find their way out. Little bastards. Little fucks, you know? Find a bit, yeah, exactly. Find a bit of peace sometimes. Exactly. My first name was taken. Sometimes you find a little bit of peace sometimes. High five, buddy. P-buddies! They can call us the dribblers. Don't want to be P-buddies. Too late now. The dribbling duo, Valen and Taken. You're not a dribbler. Too late now. It is now law. It is canon. You want to be sexy? There's loads of people that are into piss. You're fine. Fine. It's like one of the main things that's trending on Fansly at the moment. You'll be alright, you'll be okay.
Hand to it.
I have a fond memory of robbing my mum's vodka at 14. I
Fill up.
filled the bottle up with water after drinking most
Hand
of the
it to
vodka.
my ego. Hand it to it.
She hid
Hand
it in
it
the
to
freezer, I
it.
thought, to keep it cold. The telling off I got was not fun when she found that her Smirnoff was now solid.
That's amazing. I'm amazed you got away with that because normally. Thank you very much, Crimson Shirai, you beautiful being. I appreciate you. For Happy Muff Monday. I love Muff Monday. Yeah, normally when you mix water with something like Smirnoff, it goes all like a weird cloudiness. Not cloudy, but like there's like a shimmer in it as they mix. But yeah, I'm not surprised. Not surprised at all. But I also definitely stole vodka when I was a plucky young whippersnapper. Quote, add my first name, take it right, find a bit of peace sometimes. Yes, Semba. It is saved for posterity. Quote 6, in certain places, a butt plug is used to stop the devil from crawling up your asshole. It's true, you know. Why am I like this? ADH, I don't know. God damn it, Pixie Roll. Calling me out. I do not know that. I appreciate the knowledge. I will not do that again. Don't worry about the points. No, it's good. I'll give them back to you, Grito. As soon as my system catches up and I'm able to give you those points back. Because you didn't know. You didn't know. It's no issue at all, buddy. No issue at all. Deb Fan, 4 minutes ago, you redeemed your cheeky kiss. Come here, cheeky devil. What do you like claiming cheeky kisses, you cheeky individual, you? I missed it because of all the dares that were throwing my way, but I managed to get there in the end. Let Chunk send a tweet from your account and send me send a blue sky. We can definitely do that. I can definitely do one of those. I'm on Twitter to save my name on Twitter and to take up server space, but I'm not like on Twitter, you know. Not about repeating, it's about remember the dares that aren't used so I can rest the game in the future. Oh no, that's fair. That is fair. But if we do it, like I said, we just scratch them every single time, you know. Chunk could bring you a dirty pint from one of his bars. Why would you do this? Why would you do this? If I'm on the vodka and like the apple sours, which I'll probably get a bottle of apple sours, let's not lie. If I'm on the vodka and the apple sours, I know that when I wake up in the morning, I'll be hungover, but I'll be functional. If I have a dirty pint from one of the bars that Chunk works at, there is no way I'm getting up. I'd be surprised if I was able to A, stream, B, go to Rocky Horror. One of those days. Because the bars that fucking Chunk works at, there'll be like Bucks Fizz in there. Not Bucks Fizz. What's the other one? The fortified lager. The fortified ale. What's it called? Bucks Fizz is the orange and... No, not Desperados. Buckfast. Thank you very much, Zooey Booey. Yeah, Buckfast. There'll be Buckfast in there, and that will fuck me up. That will fuck me up. You know? You can't be sexy out of a bit of pee. Say that to all of the fucking piss players on the variety of different sites. I have to say, I don't fucking get it, but it's a thing. It keeps popping up all over the fucking show. Because you've got to understand, friends, that obviously I do the Questionable Game Emporium. Questionable Game Emporium goes out on insert site like that, okay? But when I go onto it, okay, it pops up with 3 little previews. So I open the app or what have you to check my own content or what have you. And it pops up with 3 little previews of things that other creators are doing. And 9 times out of 10, 1 or 2 of the 3 is some young person pissing. I don't watch any of the content, but it's just there. It's just like we thought you might be interested, Mr. Vane. I mean, you definitely play like not safe for work games and review them from a sex education point of view, but we thought you might be interested in these people urinating. Not my cup of tea. Not my bag, baby. You know? They like loads of pee. Exactly. Just a little dribble. A little dribble taken is like it's like the foreplay. Do you know what I mean? All right. Yeah, we don't kink shame here by any stretch of the imagination. If you're into pee, that's entirely that's for you. That's for you. It's grand, you know. I feel like this is a title bestowed upon you and not one that needs acceptance. Exactly. Cheeky bit of pee could be seen as a tease by the right people. Exactly right. A little dribble. A little dribble. You know. A tempting tease of dribbly pee. Cursed thought for the day. Salt and vinegar is the piss kink of crisp flavors. Love it. Love it. Darkly Divine Darling redeeming a whimsical fact about sex. Where's my whimsical fact? There we go. Let's have a look, see. Oh my god. Whimsical fact about sex. Did you know that you used to be able to buy sex guidebooks in the 18th century? Prostitution was legal in the capital of the UK, and guidebooks were published and updated every year to help men find the sex worker who was right for them. The guides contained prices, ages, appearances, techniques, reviews, and the sort of activities that the women were willing to do in lurid detail. It was a bit like a mucky version of TripAdvisor. And now I need a copy of one. I would like... It has actually got a picture here of the Harris list of Covent Garden ladies or men of pleasure. The calendar, spelt with a K, for the year 1773, containing an exact description of the most celebrated ladies of pleasure who frequent Covent Garden and other parts of this metropolis. London, printed for H. Ranger, Temple Exchange, Passage, Fleet Street, and then a whole load of letters of stuff. There you go. There you go. There you go, Darkly Divine Darling. The Victoria device isn't active at the moment, Aristotle. It's not active at the moment. It will be active after the party, I would imagine. The Dirty Pint is tempting, but also Rocky Horror. Exactly. Exactly. It's wine time. Mix red wine into whatever you're drinking. Wow. You just hate me. You just hate me taken. I mean, I can't say I blame you. Dribble duo. Psh. Anything more than three shakes is a wank. Woo! You know. It's been a while, Depth fan. I have had a roller coaster of a life. I've had some very high highs and I have had some extremely fucking low lows. But we push forward. We push forward, friend. Hope you're doing okay. You say you like showers one time, right? Don't want to walk the yellow brick road. I yet personally no. Don't judge anybody that does, but it's not. I'm a no. Didn't know that I would be on the P channel today. I mean, Lolo, sometimes, you know, we discuss these things. I don't know why, but they always seem to come up in conversation. Right? Lil Dribble is now my first taken stage name. Them's the rules I just made up. Lil Dribble. I love that. I love that. Hey man, have you heard that new rapper that's coming up from the south of England? What do they call him? Lil Dribble. Lil Dribble. He's got this new, like, operatic rap number called the Glorious Arc of Golden Enlightenment. Lil Dribble. Why operatic rap? I've got no idea, but there it is. There it is. My parents had one, I think it came from my aunt's house. Oh my lordy. So Dick Advisor then. Yeah, exactly. Honestly, Milky Pork, if you could get a copy of one, I would love to see it. I would love to see it. My mother wanted her new bathroom to be pink marble with gold, so she actually Googled golden shower, and I nearly died laughing. Wow. Yeah. Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, Jason Andrew, that's amazing. That's actually amazing. I think that's a... I can only pick... I don't know anything about what you look like or what your family looks like or anything, but I can picture the way that their face fell when they saw what Google presented them with, you know? Want to know their names? I know, right? You can find and take photos if you'd like. Yeah, please do, Milky Pork. That would genuinely be very interesting to me. Okay, I was feeling the need for some Blanche advice. That's fair. That is fair. We won't do Blanche there until Wednesday. Wednesday, I'll open that back up again. Kind of like an Airbnb review, but for sex workers. It certainly seems that way. But to be honest with you, if it's more like a guide, from what I could see, it's going to be more like a guide. So it's more like not like a trip advisor, but like a what to see, you know, like a tour guide. Who are you gonna call? Dribble Brothers. Lil Dribble learned from Jean-Lou. John Lou's understudy coming soon in the Date Everything DLC. Just so that Taken knows, gets on the same page as us, you know what I mean? Just making sure. My first name was Taken. Behold, your mentor. Jean-Loup Pissoir. Lil Dribble's mentor. Rap extraordinaire. Okay, I break you in. Lil Dribble with hip-hop hands in mouth. I deserve better friends than this. I don't care who knows it. There's a little P sometimes, okay? It's not my fault. Ooh. Ooh. Sometimes I wonder how I still have friends. Oh, shit. Oh, that tickled me. That tickled me. Oh, Jesus Christ. Sitting here wondering why I'm in agony. Look at my desk to see my pain meds from this morning sat in front of me. Yeah, that would do it. That would do it, Pigs Bomb. I'm assuming you can't take them now because of the way that they all line up and stuff. Yeah, the doctors in the pharmacy are scared that I'm going to get addicted. Oh, God. Bless them. Or bless you, should I say, you know. Take the meds if you are able to take them, because I know that sometimes you're not able to take them at certain times, or you got to take them with food and stuff like that, as long as you're able to. That's a reminder as well to everybody else who has forgotten to take their meds. If now is a good time to take them now, you cheeky devils, all right? What party is it tomorrow? It's my birthday party, Lolo Frosty. It's my birthday party. We're having a big old party to celebrate my birth anniversary. My cheeky birth anniversary. Right? A crapper. Yep, that's the one. A cool rapper. Right? That's what crapper stands for, yeah? Check out his drip. Oh my god. I low-key feel sorry for any of my friends into the fluffy closed-door romance who get curious and Google the books that I'm into, half expecting to get a text starting with "What the fuck is wrong with you?" Should I answer alphabetically or chronologically? These are the questions. These are the questions. Speaking of, you said fluffy there, and it made me think of furries. There was obviously a very different interjection there, but I just want to let everyone know, all right? The website Fansly, because we do education and stuff here, and we also stand with sex workers, because sex work is real work. Slightly, just a little aside for a moment. Fansly have changing their rules and regulations. Because Fansly used to be a very, very kink-friendly place. And obviously it's still perfectly fine with people pissing. Which is, if that's what you're into, that's what you're into. That's fine, do you know what I mean? For the better? No. What they are doing for the better is they are getting rid of any CNC. So they're getting rid of anything that is that could be construed as non-consensual, which is good, which is a good thing. Because as much as I fully understand the kink for CNC, I understand like there are people out there who are very, very much into it and stuff like that. When it comes to the world of sex work, it becomes a very gray area as to whether they are agreeing, whether they're not agreeing, whether they're being pressured into something they don't want to do, whether they're being blackmailed into something they don't want to do. There's a lot of big question marks there. So for them to get rid of it entirely is a good thing. You know, it might be an issue in regards to certain people's fantasies and stuff like that, but you know what? They can deal with it for the betterment of sex work in general. You know, the downside to that is the fact that they are changing the policies so that any furry content, scaly content, in fact, it's not any. If you are a person that's wearing fox ears and a tail, you're fine. Or like little animal ears and a tail, or a tail butt plug or what have you, perfectly fine, no issues at all. If you are wearing like a full furry suit, or you're wearing a scaly suit, or you have done animations based on furries or scalies, if you've done CGI based on furries and scalies, if you've done alternate reality based on furries, scalies, all of those jazz, all that jazz, the aliens included, anything that is not immediately obvious as a human person or a humanoid person is now classed as bestiality and banned from the website. So yeah, that's a thing. That is going to change the way that I approach the Questionable Game Emporium, because that means that anything that has furries in the Questionable Game Emporium, in the not safe for work games, I will no longer be allowed to do. Anything that has aliens, I will no longer be allowed to do. Anything that has tentacles, I will no longer be allowed to do. Anything that has monsters that are not immediately obviously humans, I will not be allowed to do. So it's going to change some things. Just giving everyone that heads up. And the reason why is not because of what Fansly like or dislike or what have you. It's entirely down to the payment processing providers. The payment processing providers have basically turned around to Fansly and said, hey, you can't have any of this stuff on your website at all. Otherwise, we will not give you the money. We'll take everybody's money, but we won't give it, like, pay it out to you, you know? For your needless and shameless abuse of power. Yes, very much so. Very, very much so. as per usual with payment processing providers. Even cartoon game content, yes. Mickey Mouse, not okay. Donald Duck, not okay. Yep, all of that stuff will be banned. I'm lurking, but while doing DJ, but I'm here, buddy. I appreciate that, B&B. Or B Nation, excuse, not B&B. Jesus Christ, Fallon. B Nation, I appreciate that. You take it easy. Have a wonderful time. Lurk away. So yeah, it does change things a little bit. We may find that a lot of my old content that's on the Questionable Game Emporium gets deleted. I'm not going to delete it. If they want to delete it, they can delete it themselves. But I was speaking in the Quinky Discord earlier with somebody, and we don't know how far they are going to be pushing this. We don't know whether it's going to include leather pups, which is an entire gay subculture. Pups and leather pups and stuff like that, which is gay men who wear pup masks, which are all leather and usually in interesting colors and stuff like that. Never self-censor. Yeah, no, definitely not. If they want to delete my stuff, they're welcome to. Well, they can delete my stuff. I wouldn't say they're welcome to. They can delete my stuff, but yeah, just giving everyone that heads up. It will change the way I do things. I may just see what I can get away with, because why wouldn't I? But that's a whole thing. Oh, thank you very much, Rach. Yeah. Got the ads. Cool. Day Everything When stream. Lola Frosty, we normally play on Tuesdays, but we're not going to be playing it tomorrow because of the party. So the next Day Everything stream will be next Tuesday. So not tomorrow, but the week after. Not tomorrow, but the week after. Say my bully my friends affectionately. Oh, very much so. Very, very much so. It's currently in Valen's game rotation on stream. Yes, very much so. Should be next Tuesday. Yeah. Not tomorrow, but the Tuesday after. Double Trouble have a feud with Bog Cleaner. Yes, very much so. The one that Dick's God, and I'll see. Give you my short list. Love this. Love this. Swallowed. I'm proud of you, Pixie. Good on you. My GP fucked up my prescription for that. For my meds that keeps me alive. So I've been off kilter with them all, as my brain deletes a recurring task. If it's missed one. Oh Jesus! Do you normally set? I don't know whether you're in ads at the moment or not. You've got Prime, so maybe you're not. Do you reset your or set like phone alarms and stuff? Got a very itchy mustache today. It's going in a couple of days, but I've got a very itchy mustache today. You know, sex worker reality is more important than the client's fantasy. Very, very much so, Milky Walk. But also, and speaking of sex worker reality, I'm currently reading a book called Pleasure to Purpose, which was the story of a sex worker. It's an author who has written the story of a sex worker that they know. And it's a very, very interesting book. It's really, really good. I'm getting towards the end now. And I've just... I'm now in the process of setting up an interview with them. So as much as we're not going to do an extra whole season of Thirsty Work, the podcast, I am going to do an interview with them. So we'll do like Thirsty Work Extra. It'll be an extra one-off episode with both the sex worker or the ex-sex worker, the subject of the book, and the author as well. So that'll be coming sometime in August. I think we're going to try and organize for the beginning of August, but it all depends on time zones and stuff because they live over in America. So we're going to try and do sometime at the beginning of August for it. But yeah, there'll be an extra, it'll be Thirsty Work Extra, an extra one-off episode where I interview the author and the subject of the book that I'm reading called Pleasure to Purpose, which is I think it's set a few years ago. I think it's set in the 90s, if I remember correctly, off the top of my head. And I'm getting towards the end of it, so it's quite the roller coaster. It does touch on some touchy topics and stuff like that around sex work and the issues that sex work has with law enforcement, the fact that they don't feel like they can approach law enforcement even when there's a problem. Does talk about like stalking, but it also talks about some of the benefits of sex work, some of the connections they get with their clients, and some really, really nice moments as well. So it's quite the roller coaster. Really good book so far. Very much enjoying it. But yeah, so there'll be an extra little Thirsty Work episode at the beginning of August for that, which will be good. Which will be good, you know. It's not like it's the same prescription every month. Oh yeah, I know. Right. I hate when that shit happens. It's like one issue and it's like all goes to fucking pot. You know? What's the good stuff that you've had recently? One of my little side projects, Stepfan, is going very, very well. In fact, it's going remarkably well. I'm very, very happy about my little side project going very, very well. I'm not going to tell you about it because it's a little side project for me, and part of the joy is not telling people about it. About like having it as just a little something for me. I'm getting really back into planning things out for YouTube videos, which is great. Yeah, just like little things, really. I'm off to see Rocky Horror twice in the next week. Once on Wednesday, once on Saturday. That's fucking awesome. My birthday this week. That's pretty awesome. I've got money now or tattoo vouchers to go get new tattoos. That's awesome. Love all of this. You know? Yeah. Those are good things that have been happening. You know? How's it going, Night Dragon? How's it going, Sucker for Love? Sucker for Love I don't have on the Questionable Game Emporium anyway because it's not explicit. It's not explicit. But there are a couple of games on there that do include tentacle monsters, and they wouldn't be okay, as per the rules and regulations of the as per the rules and regulations of the payment processing providers. Which is why I'm enthusiastic for the rollout of Shop Quinky, because the rollout of Shop Quinky is looking to do more content creation stuff as well, being a platform for all of the Quinky shoppers, but also a platform for like Quinky creators as well. And I feel like that might be the new, depending on what their payment processing providers are okay with and stuff like that. Because I'm part of like the VIP team, I actually the council of people that are helping construct it and stuff, I have a bit of more of an influence and a say over these things. But that might be the new home for the Questionable Game Emporium if Fansly keeps getting restricted by its payment processing providers, you know. You know. It's always the payment processing providers. It certainly is. It's because there's such a limit. I was meant to, at one stage, I was looking into doing like a full YouTube video on the payment processing providers in the sex industry. And I would like to keep doing that. I would like to do that properly at some stage. Because I think it's important to. I think it's important to do that. Because it is very, very interesting. And majoritively, it is not... The majority of the issue that payment processing providers have with the sex industry is not all a moral issue. It comes down to... I thought it was originally. I was like, oh, it's all about morality. It's all about these people flexing their muscles because they fucking can. And a lot of these companies operate out of America. And especially at the moment, there's a lot of fucking crackdown on the sex industry in America. I think it's like... half the states that used to feature Pornhub now have a blacklist on Pornhub. But you can't get on porn sites in those states anymore. Or certainly not on Pornhub and stuff like that. But yeah, unfortunately, there's going to be a big crackdown on stuff like that. But I thought it was all about morality and Christian values and all that bullshit. But actually, what it really comes down to is the fact that sex work is high risk. Sex work is high risk, and what I mean by high risk is you are more likely to get chargebacks from sex work than any other industry. Because you can, I mean, you can all see, you can all understand the way that that works. Somebody goes on to fucking OnlyFans, is like, oh my god, this person's fucking amazing. Here, I'm sending you loads and loads of money. The model is obviously like, thank you very much for all of this money. I very, very much appreciate it. And then that person's wife or that person's mother or that person's family member goes, the fuck is all this money going out of our account? And they go, oh, I don't know. I don't know. And it says OnlyFans here. Have you been on OnlyFans? No. Definitely never been on OnlyFans. Definitely. I would never be on such an immoral site. Oh, no, definitely not. Oh, no, definitely not. All right. Okay. Well, somebody must have hacked our card. We better charge back all of this. And then it becomes a big issue because the bank have to investigate it. That's an expensive process. The payment processing providers have to investigate it. That's an expensive process. Fansly or OnlyFans or whatever the fucking website is have to turn around and be like, hey, no, this has all come through officially. It's all been happening. Here is evidence. It's just an expensive process investigating chargebacks. Which is one of the reasons why we had a major issue with it on Twitch, regardless of fucking sex work. We had a major issue with chargebacks on Twitch about 4 years ago, where people were donating via PayPal or what have you. They were sending donations to streamers via PayPal for $100, $200, $300, $1,000. And that person would be like, oh my fucking god, this is absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. And then they'd get charged back. Because the person was just trolling them, knowing full well that PayPal, at the time, at the very least, would give them their money back, and they would charge the creator. In fact, there was a situation on Etsy a while ago where somebody was doing it. They had a TikTok account, and they talked about it on their TikTok account, where somebody... like this person was living out of their garage or living out their parents' garage, doing like handmade stuff and like promoting it on TikTok and selling it on Etsy. And it was like handmade leather stuff, if I remember correctly. They would make something and they would send it off and it would all be fine and dandy. But somebody was like, no, I didn't receive it. I didn't receive it. I didn't receive it. Even though all of the tracked packaging and everything like that proved that they did receive it. It was like, it has been received by you. It has been tracked. It has been traced. Somebody signed for it at your address. It has been thinking, no, didn't receive it. Didn't receive it. Didn't receive it. This is your address? Yes. Well, I sent it to that address. Here's all the proof of the tracking and stuff like that. No, didn't receive it. Didn't receive it. Right, I'm charging back. And then that person couldn't afford their bills because of all the chargeback costs because somebody wanted a free fucking purse. It's the most fucking, like, people's greed and selfishness and stuff like that is one of the most fucking infuriating things in this world. It really fucking is. I just feel sorry. I feel sorry for independent creators that make stuff or what have you and then get fucking exploited like this, you know, because somebody thinks it'll be funny. And to bring this back to the original point, that shit happens like 90% more often in sex work than it does in any other industry. And it's an expensive process to investigate to make sure who's doing the fraud here. Do you know what I mean? Whether it was somebody hacking and using a card that wasn't theirs, whether it was exploitation of the creator, which does happen. It's not very often, but it does happen. Whether it was like the person, the consumer, actually lying about it to get their money back. You know? So there's a certain amount of me that understands it, but when they start turning around and doing stuff like fucking furries and shit, and they're like, no, actually, being a furry is akin to bestiality. It's like, no, it isn't. Get over yourself. Do you know what I mean? But yes, even cartoon content, max wattage, cartoon content, CGI content, animated content, AI content, all of that, it falls within the rules and regulations of that entire dynamic. Unfortunately. Yeah, it's pretty shit. I know one of those states is Kansas because my browser will flag me once in a while. Like, excuse me, I'm in Iowa. Yeah, hold on. Let's have a look. I've got the map here. I've got the map here. If I can fucking find it. There it is. And then... In fact, you know what? Can I pull that one out? Pull it over here. Safe search is off. Of course it is. It's always off. That's why they keep an eye on my internet search history. Open image in new tab. Okay, show you. I will show you. This was 2023. Pornhub's year in review. Pornhub year, like every single year, Pornhub do a review where they cover what is the most popular genre of pornography across the United States. Well, they do it for all countries that they have access to that like consume pornography. And this was the 2023 United States of America top relative searches. Okay, so you got like cartoon porn, femdom, Mormon porn in Utah, which I always laugh at the concept of Mormon porn, goth porn in Wyoming, fingering myself in Alabama, fantasy porn in Florida, POV blowjobs in Vermont, sensual sex in Washington. Anyway, this is it. Covers literally every single state. Every single state covers it. Even Alaska, they like sex dolls. You know? Every single one. 2024. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 of the 50 states of America are off of the radar. Off of the radar. How can each one be different? Am I not understanding the map? So these are things. So these are basically what was the most consumed content in 2023 across each of these states. So there we go. For example, Idaho, the most consumed genre of pornography was dildo rides. The most in Illinois, the most consumed pornography genre was ass eating. 2024, that changes depending on what people are interested in, what people are searching for. You know, milking, furries, Vegas pornography. There's like search terms and stuff like that, but not one overlap. Apparently not. Apparently not. You do tend to get sort of areas of stuff, but not really, because the thing is, across the year, you've got to remember that across the year, like if they did one of these every single month, you would probably find a slow progression from one to another. For example, say Oregon there, you would probably get a slow progression from nudist to furry. So you might find that it's like, okay, nudist into people wearing like maid outfits, even people wearing maid outfits with little ears, people into fucking rabbit tail butt plugs, foxtail butt plugs, foxtail butt plugs in the ears and the full things, into like going all the way through to furry. You would probably find that slow progression as the year went on, but because it's just like a snapshot of across the entire year, this is what people searched for, you know. Land of the free, yeah, woo! But yeah, so, I mean, and this came out at the beginning.
Most kind.
Thank you, you damn.
We nearly got a sub, baby. What we calling it?
That's up to you. I will happily leave the choice of name up to you, you beautiful bean. Happily leave the choice of name up to you. Close that. That's fine. Sparky Crows. I should now inscribe your name upon the mirror vein. Whoop. By having a name upon the mirror vein, it means you get access to my personal Snapchat, not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devil. And of course, you get access to all the sexy little emotes. But the most important thing is you'll roll over every morning, look in the mirror, and go, God, I look rough. But god damn, do I make rough look good. Ooh, sexy. Oh, yes, me. Yeah, you know? Yeah, no. Entirely up to you. We will get, once we have their name, Sparky, we will inscribe them within the cutest in the galaxy. Because all vein babies are the cutest in the galaxy. It is true. It is true. Speaking of sex work, I got a DM on my OnlyFans the other night asking if I ever get desensitized to sex due to my job, or if sex has become commonplace for me. And the answer I gave was no. I've always been very sexual and sensual, even though I'm single. I love trying new things and exploring different ideas and scenarios. I enjoy what I do and the reason why I do it. So the short answer is no, I don't even see myself ever getting bored of that. And also, Darkly Divine Darling, like, if you speak to people who have been doing it for years, I know an awful lot of, like, porn stars, as well as, like, OnlyFans performers and stuff like that. And nearly all of them say there is a massive difference between having sex for work versus having sex with their significant other. Because when they're having sex with their significant other, there is an intimate connection between them and the other person. A moment of their souls bonding together. Sensual. Intimacy. A beautiful moment between them. Whereas when they do it for work, it's for work. Do you know what I mean? So it's for work. They're doing it as a performance. It's like acting. They've got cameras. Okay, we're going to do this angle. It's really fucking uncomfortable, but it makes a good shot. Okay, we've got to do this again and again and again because it's right. We've not got the right angle. We've not got the right lighting. Okay, the sounds are a bit off. There's some issue, right? Okay, and again, do it again, do it again, do it again. You know, there's a massive difference between people who do sex work for their job and the sex that they have with their significant others. For sure. For sure. So yeah, I completely get that, and people will. I mean, people will, because they're like, the people get curious and they can't wrap their heads around it because they've only had like a connection, like an intimacy connection or what have you, you know. So they don't understand the concept of not doing it for a partner, but it is the way it is, you know. The more you know, the more you know. Exactly right. What about interpretive dance? Idaho is small dicks. Interesting. Yeah, probably. I mean, I'm not going to get into I'm not going to get into the psychology of why certain places like certain things. I know that I think it was 2021 or something like that. The UK was like stepmom pornography, which for me personally churned my stomach because it's incest. I know porn stars that have done that kind of pornography, and they have literally turned around to me and said the only reason we put the word step in there is because that's the only way we can do that legally. It's the only way we can do that fantasy legally. And it's like, yeah, incest is not cool. It's not cool. Stepson Sister So seems particularly popular in the UK. Yeah. And it disturbs me. And do you know what, Jam Jar? Oh, can I tell you this? A friend of a friend. So not somebody I know personally, but a friend of one of my friends was, it may well still be, they were an erotic dancer, they were a stripper, And they were telling my friend...
There you go. Panda to it. Panda to it.
Hey Valen, speaking of sex work, I had to go to a doctor about this. He told me not to eat anything fatty. I said, like burgers and such. He said, no, you need to just stop eating fatty.
Oh my god, Europapa. Oh my god. Self-deprecation. Like normally I'd step up and be like, don't be fat shaming, but it's self-deprecation there, so I can't really, like, people self-deprecate all the time. I'll have a go at you for self-deprecating though. Good lord, you little shit. Thank you very much for the 100 little panda rings. What was I even saying? Yeah, so a friend of a friend. And these are people in the UK. So my friend was telling me that their friend became a stripper, became a sex worker, or an erotic dancer, to differentiate between somebody having sex for work versus somebody who is using, still within the realm of sex work, but somebody who is using the allure of sex for work. And they were telling my friend that one of the weirdest things that they ever realized, or that ever happened to them in their industry, was the fact that when all of her dad's friends found out that she was a stripper, they all started coming to get dances off her. So all of these fully grown men who were her dad's friends came to start getting dances from her specifically, which I find uncomfortable, because it's like, if you, I mean, I don't know, maybe it was just like new work colleagues that doesn't know her dad very, very well or something like that, versus, like, to me, that immediately sums up the idea of, okay, you knew this person when they were young, when they were a young person. Yeah, fair enough. They are now over the age of 18. They are legally able to do whatever they want to do, as long as it's all safe, sane, and consensual. You know? I'm not going to turn around and say what somebody can or can't do with their own body once they're over the age of 18, once they're officially an adult. But I am going to be uncomfortable about that personally, because it's like, okay, like, that's like, did these people know you when they were, like, when you were young? Did they know you when you were growing up? Because that's deeply uncomfortable, you know? I'm never going to get those answers by any stretch of imagination. I don't know them personally, and the chances of me ever speaking to them is another question entirely. But to bring up that whole dynamic of, like, the stepson, daughter, stepmother. The stepmother's very, very big in the UK at the moment. It's very much a thing. It's not one that I fully understand. But I don't know, maybe it's the forbidden fruit type thing. It's the not allowed to have them, and therefore you want them even more, or I don't know. You know, at least they're steps. You know what I mean? At least it's a stepmother and not actual straight up incest. Land of the Free, something like that. Yeah, something like that, Zemba. Something like that. Weird that Nebraska is because it's not banned there. I don't know where it's telling me. Not sure. Naked woman. I'll always find it funny hearing your popular basic opinions. Yeah, very much so. Naked lady. Scratch what I said. I didn't realize that Nebraska passed the age verification law. Oh, right. Okay. When 2025 is due, it'll be the beginning of next year. Jam Jab Brain. They always do it at the beginning. So they'll do the entirety of 2025 in like January, February of 2026. So 2024 was a bit late this year. I seem to remember it was like March or beginning of April for 2024's year in review. I was going to do a YouTube video, but did I do a YouTube video? I don't think I did I? I was going to do it. I had it all up for ages, and then life happened. No, I didn't. I did not do the year in review for 2025, but at some stage I'll do 2026. It'll be fine. Be okay. Talk about it then, you know. Pennsylvania is coming in there in 2024 with some niche. Yeah. To be fair, they usually tend to be quite niche, which I always find that's the bit that I find the most interesting is some of the very specific niches that people like, you know. See you later, Dap Van. You take it easy, you beautiful being. Sleep well. Sleep well, you know. If you're unable to DM me later. Huh? What do you mean? What? Using streamers, thank you for waiting for me to move the room around and get 25 gallon, 10 gallon and 1 gallon tanks moved. No, Alex, you do your thing. You do your thing. I appreciate you, first of all, just being here and lurking away and coming back. I appreciate it. I hope that your fish are all settled now and the tanks are all looking pretty in the way that you want them, you know? Oh, ooh, yeah, sounds gross. Yep. Makes me feel gross. Now, like I said, I don't know. Maybe it's just a case of like, oh, work friends, and it's just like, actually, you know what? That person's got a very attractive daughter, and I am 10 years younger than them because I've got friends that are 10 years older than me. Do you know what I mean? I've got friends that are 10 years younger than me. Like, if there's less of an age gap or something, it becomes less weird if it's those dynamics. But when somebody turns around and goes, my dad's friends come to see me dance, in an erotic dancing establishment, my mind goes to one specific place, you know? You know what I mean? You're not allowed to break the brain of the streamer. I mean, Jam always does. All of you do. You all break my brain. Yeah, plucky young whippersnappers. What I do on camera is scripted to a point. Like I will come up with scenarios or a scene and think it'll be hot, but when it comes to me being on screen, it's just me. I don't cut anything out. You get all the giggles and the odd sounds because as much as I love stepping into different roles, I never fake my way through it because I can't get off on the over-the-top acting in the mainstream part. Oh, yeah. People look for realism nowadays, Darkly Divine Darling. They want that connection. There's the fantasy dynamic of it as well, but they want the connection. That's the reason why stuff like OnlyFans and stuff works so unbelievably well, is because they can get that connection. A friend of mine did, during the pandemic, did OnlyFans. And they uploaded a whole load of their old photographs from when they did a lot of like nude modeling and stuff like that. And then they uploaded a couple of photographs that they just took of themselves in the mirror. And the candid ones, or the ones of them in the mirror where they was like literally holding a phone, you could see that they were holding the phone, and it was an older phone and what have you. It was just not a great picture by any stretch of imagination, but it was the casual pictures, the casual behind the scene pictures that did infinitely better in regards to views and stuff than any of the professional nude photography, because people want that connection. They want that moment of, ooh, I'm seeing behind the camera. I'm seeing this person in their natural habitat. I'm seeing the real them, you know, as opposed to I'm seeing this. We've had so many years from like the 1980s. We have had years and years and years and years and years, especially with social media, of people being fake, of only ever seeing the highly sculpted, highly scripted version of a person. So that's the reason why amateur pornography, or at least the tag of amateur pornography, does very, very well in the vast majority of places, because people want to see that real connection, that real thing. They want to see the giggles, they want to see the fuck ups, they want to see the things that go right and that go wrong and what have you. Yeah, it's all very interesting, though. It's all very, very interesting. I find the sex industry a fascinating topic of conversation. For sure. I like fantasy aspects of that kind of situation. No interest in any of my own family. I understand the reality is very different. Yes. Oh, yeah, 100%. There is a massive, massive difference between the fantasy of something and the reality of something, and that needs to be very clear. And I'm glad that you brought that up, Milky, because it is that dynamic of like the forbidden fruit in a lot of ways. Of like, you want to have What's the other one that does very, very well? Somebody else's girlfriend. My best friend's girlfriend. Or my sister's best friend. That whole dynamic of, I really shouldn't be doing this because of social boundaries or something like that. That's another one that does very, very popular, because it's like, I shouldn't be doing this. I shouldn't be getting with my brother's girlfriend. I shouldn't be getting with my best friend's housemate. The taboo of the social situation is very exciting for a lot of people, and it just escalates when it comes down to stuff like stepmom and stuff like that. Interestingly enough, of all of the from what I understand, of all of the like step dynamics, it's usually, taking the binary genders, men who are into step mothers and women who are into stepsons, which is very, very interesting. Again, from like a purely psychological point of view. Need a dolly. Oh, I'm not surprised. Did you want to see everyone? If you want to stick a photo in the Discord, Alex, you're welcome to do so. We've got an entire section in there for pets, so you're welcome to do so for sure. Which is fair, to be fair, mine did the same thing. Yeah. Post a picture of the pictures I've said of the fishies. Since moving the tank, male platy is taking an interest in it. That's fucking sweet. I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, if you want to take a photo, you're welcome to do so. Stick it in the pet section of the Discord, Alex. By all means. By all means. I post behind the scenes videos of my videos sometimes and was surprised at how many views they got. Yeah. Because people, like I said, people want to see the real you. They want to see the person behind the camera. They want to see the they know full well that what they're going to be seeing is, I think, and that's the bit where it kind of, I don't want to use the word parasocial because it's not parasocial in that dynamic. It's the wanting to see the person behind it. That's the reason why people like OnlyFans models and Fansly models and stuff like that have always done very, very well on Twitch. Because even though this platform is completely is meant to be safe for work, it's meant to be suitable for all adults if you've got like a mature content stream like we do, and even though it is well known that many OnlyFans models and many Fansly models and that kind of thing have used Twitch as sort of like a springboard to get people over to their OnlyFans, to pay for their OnlyFans, because that's where they really make their money. This just becomes like a big billboard for them, effectively. The fact of the matter is, a lot of their OnlyFans paying clients will come over to Twitch because they want to see that connection. They want to see that person live and have that connection with them. When they're not doing sexual stuff, they want to be like, hey, how's it going? I've been supporting you on OnlyFans, or I've been supporting you on Fansly for ages. It's good to see you. What kind of game we playing today? Oh, you like this kind of game? Oh, that's really interesting. What kind of things are you into at the moment? Oh, right, cool. You've been reading these books. Oh, fascinating. They want to get to know them as people outside of the tugging the old meaty love truncheon. Do you know what I mean? And that's the reason why, like, behind the scenes stuff will always do pretty well. Because people are like, yeah, it's amazing to see the finished product and stuff like that, but I want to see how you got to this finished product. I want to have that connection with you. Which obviously comes with its own risks. Parasocial dynamics. I've had more than my fair share of parasocial dynamics while I've been on Twitch. And I am not like a sex worker like that. I work in the sex industry for sure with the cabarets that I run and the kind of content that I produce and stuff like that. But I am not a sex worker per se. And with the parasocial dynamics that I've experienced, I can only imagine it's 100 times worse for a young, beautiful female sex worker. You know? But just because somebody's interested in what that person is like as a person doesn't mean that they're immediately parasocial. You know? Partly I'm also very much demisexual, so a lot of my interests tend to be can I believe these characters are together? Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. Stuff like pizza delivery driver and a customer is like, yeah. No, I can get that. I can get that. It's like, okay, yeah, the forbidden love, the forbidden romance. How would these people know each other? That kind of thing. Yeah, no, I can make sense. That makes sense. How would these people have an emotional connection together in order to get to this point? Yeah, I get that. I get that. If you're into literary stuff, Milky Pork, AO3. Those ones are always very interesting because they're fan fictions. And therefore, if you already know the series that they're based around, you can already get that connection, like how they would know each other. Enemies to lovers tropes, best friends, getting all that jazz. Yeah. Midgarder, how you doing? Back in the day, stepmoms and stepdads were a pain in the ass, but not so literally in most cases. Yeah. I remember, like, there was always a prejudice against step parents. Always a huge prejudice against step parents. Back in the day. Not so much these days. Not so much these days. And do you know what I do wonder about, though, Midgarder? And this is something that I find very interesting. Is that there are a lot more divorces in this day and age. A lot more people get divorced in this day and age. Especially in the Western world. And that isn't a criticism against divorces by any stretch of the imagination. If you are not working with a partner, regardless of whether you're married or not, you should always try and work things through. For sure. Every relationship deserves you to try and work things through. But if it's not working, then it's not working and you shouldn't stay together, But the more that it does always make me wonder is like, okay, there are more step parents in this day and age, whereas there never used to be. And there is always going to be a dynamic, especially if you, like, for example, I know full well what I was like as a little fucking horn monster as a teenager. I was a little horn monster as a teenager. Now, my parents are still very happily married. They have been together a million, billion, trillion years. They are nauseatingly in love. They still kiss each other in public. Do you know what I mean? Still hold hands down the road, kiss each other in public. They are very much soulmates for each other. And I love that for them. I genuinely love that for them. But when, like, if I think about, like, the hypothetical situation of, like, say that my parents split up when I was 14, 15. Say my parents split up when I was 14, 15, and my dad got with somebody, or my mother got with somebody that I personally found super fucking attractive. If they came into my life during that period of time, during that point where I was a little fucking horn monster, I would have absolutely fantasized about them. I wouldn't have, like, nowadays, I have got that mental block where it's just like, no, this person, the dynamic is wrong for me to think about this person that way. And that provides a mental block in my head where I'm like, okay, no, I just, that's just not appropriate, But when I was a teenager, that would not have been there. That would not have been there at all by any stretch of the imagination. I would have been like, that person's real fit. Oh, fucking hell. It'd be really cool if sometime they would, like, accidentally, like, happen to get with me or something like that. You know what I mean? I can see where, like, it stems from and shit, for sure. But I also feel uncomfortable about it as a nearly 38-year-old man being like, now I'm thinking a bit more outside the box, a bit more like, okay, analytically, what the fuck is this all about? From a psychological point of view of society, where does this all come from? What's going on here? Hubs suggested a not safe work job for me. Let's just say my whole body went red. What, in like embarrassment, Alex? Kind of interesting. Yeah, if you want to go for it, go for it. If it's something you're genuinely interested in, you think you might be good at it, go for it. You certainly won't get any judgment from us by any stretch of the imagination, Yeah, no. I've heard about that. Yeah. What do you think? A clownfish tank? If that's what you want, go for it. I have the seawater tanks take a hell of a lot of work to keep running, so I can't be arsed with them. But if that's what you want, do it. I'm 52. I have a daughter in her late 20s, so looking at women changed a lot as I got older. Massively so. Massively so, Midgarder. I've said it before, like the kind of people that I was interested in when I was a teenager, I look at now and I'm like, when I was 17, 18, 19, 20 even, I'd be like, I would have been really attracted to that person. But now, in my current age, I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm all right. The kind of people that I'm attracted to now have definitely matured as I have matured, you know? And I know that doesn't happen for everybody. But yeah, it's a thing. And you know what? I also know that it happens the other way around, where you like a lot of younger people, especially, and we're talking like generalizations and statistics here, especially when it comes to cisgender women. Cisgender women usually, especially in their early ages of like 20, 21, 22, etc., normally have and they like the older gentleman if they're obviously heterosexual. In a heterosexual dynamic, statistically speaking, a lot of people in their 20s, 25, like early to mid 20s, prefer somebody a partner who's a little bit older, somebody who's got their shit together, that doesn't act like a child. You know, there's a big thing we could talk about there about like women having to grow up sooner than men do and all that jazz. But that was an entire dynamic. In fact, every single partner I had when I was in my 20s commented on the fact that I was really mature for my age. And the fact that they were particularly attracted to me because of how mature I was for my age. Yeah, I could be a fucking idiot, as you all know all too well. But I was like mature, like I could stop and take a moment and be like, right, okay, mature time, you know? And it was the maturity that attracted them more than anything else. The fact that I was able to have my shit together. My fella asked me the other day if I'd ever be interested in doing OnlyFans with him, and I don't know how to respond to that. It's either way is okay, thanks. Excuse me. Either way is okay. Like, if... What am I going to say about this? If it's something you're interested in, do your research. If you are able to, speak to other OnlyFans models and ask them about their experiences. Because there is definitely something to be said. Because I've advised a lot of people when it comes to OnlyFans, Fansly, getting into sex work, that kind of thing. A lot of people have asked me my opinions, asked me tactics, asked me things that they should worry about, things they should ask about and stuff like that. The first thing that needs to be said is there is still, in this day and age, there is still a shitload of prejudice against people that do sex work. And if you are doing it with your face available to the world, which many people don't, many people literally have, like, cover their faces up or what have you. If you are doing it with your face to the world, or doing it with their face to the world, expect it to affect the rest of your life. Because jobs that you try and get in the future hopefully won't, but probably will, judge you if they know you've done it. They may not want to be associated, especially if you live in a country like America, they may not want to associate with you. They may be like, oh, okay, we really appreciate that you want to apply for this job. That's absolutely amazing and fantastic and great, but we don't want a sex worker working for our company. Even an ex-sex worker working for our company. That's the really shit side of it. Completely wrong. It shouldn't be a fucking thing. But it is the truth of the matter. On the other side of things, it can be a lot of fun. Can be very, very lucrative if you know how to market yourself properly. You can certainly do it anonymously. Quite easily, as long as you don't have any like identifying tattoos or stuff like that. And I will also say that you will not ever get judged by any of us. None of us will. None of us mind or care. If anything, we'll probably celebrate it because you're doing something you want to do. But there is no like we also won't judge you for not doing it. Do you know what I mean? If your partner wants to do it with you, awesome. If that's what you want to do as well. But if you don't want to do it, if you're not comfortable with it, or even if you start being like, okay, do you know what, we'll give it a try and see how it goes, and then like you're filming it and you're like, do you know what, I'm not comfortable with this, then back out and be all right with it. Also be very, very clear with what is and what isn't okay to put out on the internet on your site. If you're doing it together with a partner, lots and lots and lots of good communication and clear set boundaries are really fucking important. Really, really fucking important. Fantasized about Sam Fox as a kid, Page 3 girl, when they did those things back in the day. Oh yeah. I remember like finding Page 3 girls in like bushes because people would stash fucking porn mags in bushes and stuff. And there was a beauty, a genuine fucking beauty with like me and my little pervy teenage friends going searching for pornography. It was like a fucking treasure hunt. It was the closest thing that I have got to a genuine fucking adventure in my life. Going searching for something, having a specific thing where it's like, I need to find this thing. Is it going to be there? Is it not going to be there? I don't know. Where could it possibly be? And then finding pornography stuffed in a bush. There was a whole fucking there was a whole thing to it. Me and my friends and our little porn stashes that we'd hide places so that other kids didn't steal it. You know, I look back on that fondly. The clown looks very similar looking to freshwater tropical fish, is easier to look after. Bearing in mind that they will need a big tank though as they eventually get big. Yeah, for sure. When I was in school, Sam Fox used to work the checkout at my local Sainsbury's. No, I never pulled. She was 5 years older than me. Aww. I can't comment. I definitely pulled people that were significantly older than I am. Or I was at the time. That's in my honest opinion, I would never do adult content with someone who has never done adult content before. Because unfortunately, a lot of times men can be scummy and think that they're getting free sex, or think that things like being open about sexual history and providing up-to-date STI tests doesn't apply to them. Yeah. If you're doing it with your significant other, that is one thing. That is one thing. But there also needs to be the conversation, and this is going to be a really fucking shit conversation to have. But if you are starting sex work with a significant other, you need to have the conversation about A, whether you're ever going to be with any other partners, and B, what happens to the material if you ever choose to go like split up. Who gets the royalties? What are the splits? And whether you have it in writing that if either of you is unhappy about that being there, then it gets deleted. And it's really fucking shit to say that, but the amount of fucking issues that not having that conversation will cause is unreal. You do it with a significant other, and then you split up with each other, and they have the fucking password, or they change the password to the site, and suddenly they've got all of your pornography that they can sell that you have no fucking claim to, because they have the copyright for it, because they did the filming or something like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's really fucking shit. But if you're doing it with a significant other, that needs to be contracted out. That needs to be down in writing, so it can. If the worst case happens, you are covered. Both of you are covered, not just yourself, but also them. They are also covered for what happens, so that you don't use their material if against their permission and shit. You know. But thank you very much, Darkly Divine Darling, for pointing out. Yeah, I remember those days of stashing porn under shit. Found some at an abandoned scout camp once where I was looking back was a little ominous. Yeah. Oh, God, yeah. 100%. Honey little treasure hunting. Oh, look. X marks the G spot. You know it. You know it. One of my few and fondest high school memories was how we got drug education, where a cop came into school, handed out 4 joints. So we knew what they looked like and what they were talking about. And how dangerous they were, and he got 5 returned to him. The teacher had a hard time containing his laughter as he promised the cop to reprimand us. Never happened. Side info, I live in the Netherlands. Yeah, I love that. The porn stash story reminded you to that. I love that. At least he do you know what, Sembar, at least he gave out 4 and got 5 back, as opposed to giving out 4 and getting 2 back. Do you know what I mean? At least it was the other way around. Because yeah. Everything but the cool lurches and frog posted up. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, Alex. I'll have a look out after the Strimstrams. After the Strimstrams, you know. Speaking of which, though, friends, I think I'm going to call it there. We've had some good conversations. Today, but I need to get some stuff ready for tomorrow. I got to get some stuff ready for tomorrow. Party time tomorrow. Some other bits and pieces sorted, you know. All the shits and giggles. Yeah, no, he was eyeing them hard, and he was very surprised when he handed in a bonus one. A little fresh roll one in the back of the class. Love that. I wonder whether somebody actually literally in the class was like, oh, I better hand this in because it's really bad for me, or whether they were like, I wonder what happens if we just give them an extra one and see how they react. I wonder what'll happen if they just see how they react, you know. Love that. Fucking love that. Really good convo. It was a good convo, Kiara. Thank you very much for being here. I really appreciate that. I was talking to the guy rolling it. It was for a laugh. I love that. I love this. Love this. Oh my God. Right, let me snooze the ads so we can do that. Friends, we are going to raid out as we always raid out. I love to go throw some love at another delightful individual because it is nice to spread the love around. To spread it around like a rather delightful icing on top of a cake. You beautiful, beautiful beans. Thank you so much for the conversation, friends. But before we go anywhere, can I ask that you please throw some mod loves in the channel? Say a massive thank you to those wonderful, wonderful moderators. You can use any kind of mod loves from any kind of channel. You can use any kind of love hearts from any kind of channel. Say a massive thank you to those wonderful mods. Thank you so much for all that you do. Thanks so much for all you do in and out of stream. All the stuff you do for me behind the scenes and all the stuff you do for this wonderful, wonderful community. I really, really appreciate you. I appreciate you being here. I was known as a nerd, so I brought open the rotation because I would not raise suspicion. Makes sense. Makes complete sense. Thanks for the stream, mate. My morning. Thank you very much, Midgard. Thank you all very much for being here. I really, really appreciate you. The conversations we have are fucking excellent. Every single time. Every single time. And it makes me feel good that we're having them, you know? Oh, no! No, Vithiga! Vithiga! I didn't press the button. Vithiga, you've come in with your beautiful people. But we're just about to raid out. We're literally you coming in here. You coming in here with your beautiful beans. And we're just about to go throw some love at another delightful individual. But don't worry, friends. You can all join us. Raid Train will do it. We will happily do it. Let me have a look at who we can go throw some love at. We can go love at this person. We can definitely go love at this person, for sure. New carriages connected for the Raid Train. All you beautiful individuals from my stream, go and check out the glorious Vithiga. Vithiga is wonderful and spectacular and glorious, and I appreciate them very, very much. Oh, they have just raided out, so that would definitely...
Over on the YouTube, if anybody hasn't already,
Shush.
If you're here and you wish to support the channel...
Shush. You're also finishing. You're doing some Sims 4? Was the Sims 4 about me? Was it all about me? Were you doing lots of me? Were you doing lots of me? That says everything. Friends, if you are a subscriber, please copy and paste the first raid message. If you are not a subscriber, please copy and paste the second raid message. That's the first Bot of Vane raid message for the subscribers. The second Bot of Vane raid message for non-subscribers. Wednesdays is Sim Day. Did Dead by Daylight and then checked out a new pack for Sims. Ooh, very exciting. Very exciting. But you were going for... have you finished? going for the raiding in. It's all right. I'm just trying to find somebody because the person we were going to raid is no longer streaming. So that changes everything. We can go raid this person. They're delightfully chaotic. Bear with me, friends. If you can stick around for the raid, even if it's only like 5-10 minutes. No, I know who we're going to go raid. 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 Of course we are. Of course we are. I didn't think they'd be on this long, but they are still going. They're still going. Friends, we're going to go raid Jay Britton. We're going to go raid Jay Britton because it is Jay Britton's birthday celebration today. It's their birth anniversary celebration. So we're going to go raid Jay Britton. Let me give them a shout out as well. Friends, if you're not in the raid up here, please click on the link down here. All you beautiful people from Vithiga's stream. Jay is an awesome individual, and as much as I love your attention, thank you very much for coming over with your people, Vithiga. We're all going to go throw them some love as well, you beautiful beans. Let's go throw some love at Jay Britton. Jay Britton is celebrating their 40th birth anniversary. Friends, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for the raids, the subs, the gift subs, all the cheeky little bitties. Thanks so much for the chaos, the shenanigans, and the dares, because tomorrow is my birthday celebration. Tomorrow is my birthday party, 7 p.m. BST, here, twitch.tv/ValenVane, where we will be causing shitloads of chaos. Content warnings, I will be drinking lots of vodka, probably a fair amount of apple sours, and there will be dares and shenanigans. All right, I am not Big 4-0. I am 38, but we're gonna go celebrate Jay's Big 4-0. All right, friends, thank you very much for being here. I really appreciate it. The conversation was fucking excellent as always. Thanks to all those people that are watching, joining the conversation. You're excellent. Thank you very much for all you people lurking. I appreciate you choosing me to have my dulcet tones tickle your ears while you're doing other things. And thanks very much to all those people watching the VOD. You mean the fucking world to me. Until tomorrow, don't do anything I wouldn't do, because if I wouldn't do it, it'll fucking kill you. I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.